All right.
And action.
We're on. It's live.
That's it. Coming from
Yo.
Mickey Gall's basement,
Yo.
the Jersey Goon himself. This is the MGGM podcast. I am with the living legend himself, Mickey Gall.
I thought I was gonna introduce you. I was gonna be like, I was gonna do something like this. I was gonna do something like, yo. Oh shit, it's happening. It's the Mickey Gall and Gerard Michaels podcast, aka the MGGM podcast. MGGM.
There it is.
Show or pod?
It's the show, bro.
It's the show, right? It's bigger than a pod.
It's a show.
Yeah.
It's
more transcends more, right?
Look at you right now. You brought him to the gun show.
I'm gonna have a hard time not staring at myself the whole time. Let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard. 3 weeks out from the fight, you know what I'm saying? Feeling lean and mean.
Now, I got one question for you, Mick, man. Like, you get the flex. Get the double bicep. The front double bis.
Little bit of that.
Shout out to my boy Phil Heath. Phil, ask this dude why he's not shaving his armpits, though, bro. Like,
why I'm not shaving my armpits?
Yeah.
Because I'm a man, dude.
No, dude. You got to get that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, dude.
Bro, I've never shaved my chest in my life. What little bits I have, I never will.
Let the record show it took Mickey exactly 36 seconds to show off his abs.
Yeah. Wait. You got a double tap on that? You see the chest there? My right side's got a little bit more. I think it's because I'm a righty.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's my theory. That's
is
my
that
theory.
What it is?
I have a couple theories that I'm.
I feel the same thing. My biceps a little bit more on my right side.
Yeah, there you go. It's that lifting hand.
So for people that don't know, the reason Mickey looks the way he looks is because he takes care of himself with nutrition and hydration. The way I look, which is better, is because of Kona Big Wave.
Yeah, we got different professions
beer.
now. You were an ex-pro. I'm a current pro.
That's right.
So we got different things we got to feed ourselves and put in our bodies.
But in fairness, I was, a minor league baseball player. I was a talented athlete. I didn't get kicked in the head for a living.
Look, I'll say, as a plus 300 pounder, I don't know many people who wear it better, my brother. You're sexy ass fucking plus 300, looking like a fucking what is it, a Kia?
Yeah.
Around like a Kia, bro. Looking like Richie Incognito.
Yeah.
About to kick someone's ass in the bar.
Yeah, Jonathan Martin gonna be looking for my ass.
Yeah, better
now.
watch
Thanks
out. Right?
I'm down in Miami too. You better be careful, man.
That shit, it's all right. You got him.
So Mickey, man, I got. When I told people that I was gonna be doing this with Mickey Gall, a professionally violent and recreationally beautiful human being.
Facts.
The first thing that they said to me is, "Oh, that's the dude who got his ass kicked by Bruce Lee."
Ass kicked by Bruce Lee.
Why?
What is this in a fucking video game?
Why? When you search Mickey Gall, the first thing that comes up is a video of Bruce Lee tuning you up, dude.
First of all, that must be from the video game.
It is.
Second of all,
what do you mean it must be from the video game?
I don't know. Yeah, because I don't.
He was dead for 100 years before you was born.
Because for how much I like myself, I don't search myself that much. Actually,
here we go.
But
this detects lies. It just shut up. The world said nah.
Listen. First of all, I would fuck Bruce Lee up.
Wait a minute.
I would fuck Bruce Lee up.
Because he's dead.
No, in his prime.
He's got old balls. In his prime. Bruce Lee.
Come on, man.
Fuck Bruce Lee up.
Dude. Yes, straight up, dude. 100%. I fight in the UFC
in fairness,
now. Where did Bruce Lee fight? In the fucking movies? Come on. I'm sure he had some skill, but he's not landing. I'm a way bigger human. People
was like water.
All right, listen. I would have been a fucking tidal wave on that motherfucker. All right?
That is one thing people don't understand about Bruce Lee. He was 5'5", 125.
Yeah, dude.
One of my favorite scenes in movie history. Have you ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt, and he's and they got Bruce Lee. I know a lot of Bruce Lee fans.
They did him a little dirty, bro.
And Bruce Lee fans were pretty pissed
made him look
about
like a
this.
dickhead. Yeah.
He's like, I would mess up Cassius Clay. He's a great fighter, but I wouldn't stand a chance with me. And Brad Pitt's like, I think you're an angry little man, and Cassius Clay would destroy you, break every bone in your body. And he throws him into the car.
I gotta say, so Bruce Lee did have an advantage because I'm a student of the fight game and all that shit. He was on that jiu-jitsu shit and different things like that. So that does give him, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. He only had boxing, which is one art. And I think he's a heavyweight. Odds are he probably, grew up wrestling a little. He talked about wrestling an alligator, shit like that. You know what I mean? So I bet he's got a little, he knew how to fight in the streets a little bit. But no, me and Bruce Lee, it would not be close.
I gotta tell you.
Look, and also, and you can vouch for this. And every time someone sees me, and I think this is another theory of mine. When you see me in person, I'm way bigger than I look on TV.
I was literally about to say that 1,000%. I gotta tell you, you cost me money the first time, and I knew I shouldn't have done it because I was like, this is a dude from Jersey. This dude, Jersey knows how to get down. We're both from Jersey. But then when they put you up against CM Punk, I was like, oh, they put CM Punk up against an Abercrombie model. They're trying. They're
Your little conspiracy theory brain did you dirty.
I'm like they're trying to get this good looking kid out there to be Glass Joe for CM Punk, you know. And then you went out there and you rode that dude like a Bronco. You broke that man.
2 quick minutes, just a little tenderizing before.
First of all, God bless you for lasting 2 minutes. I haven't lasted 2 minutes in like 3, 4, 5 decades, so I don't know, dude. 2 minutes is a long time to be pumping and dumping like that. He wouldn't shake your hand,
bro. Yeah.
He wouldn't shake your. What'd you say? What'd you say to him? I saw you mouth it off a little bit when he wouldn't shake your hand. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you're a fucking actor, bro. Like, you're acting right now. You can see what the fuck happens tomorrow night. Some shit like that.
Yeah, and then he turned to the crowd and gave the flex.
Yeah, exactly. He was playing. You know, he's doing that his old little wrestling gig. I was like, bro, you're like, let him know you're a fucking actor. You're gonna get the real shit tomorrow.
I gotta tell you, bro, man to man, respect on the hip game. You got them like them little hip bones the chicks love going down. Yo, on the CM, I cannot imagine what your DMs were like with the CM Punk weigh-in. I can't imagine. You had every Walmart America, 4-tooth, Waffle House.
Yeah, you know what?
Chick.
After that, I got like offered and signed with a modeling agency and shit. And guess how much money I made from that? Fucking zero, bro.
Yo, because you're not meant to model. You're meant to be professionally violent. Unlike the next gentleman that you fought, which was Sage Northcutt, who may be meant to model.
Yeah. He's gotten his face busted a few times since I did it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though.
Hey, man, he's a tough kid, lifelong striker, all that crap. You know what I mean? Bro, bodied up.
Let me tell you something.
Bodied up.
All jokes aside, anybody that steps in that ring is a man's man. Anybody that takes a hit, anybody that even trains jiu-jitsu, I have the utmost respect in the world for. Anybody who rolls, anybody that's ever got – look, you know me, I roll a little bit. Like, I can't –
IBJJF champ.
I can't even move the next
That's on the
day.
Resume.
On the res, yeah.
What's the baseball bat say?
That's
Player of the Year?
National Player of the Year.
National Player of the Year.
Yeah, I got a couple buffet eating championships in this too.
And that's how we fucking linked up
That's
too.
right.
Back down here in Florida. That's
right.
the beginning of all this shit.
But that's the thing. When I first met you, bring this full circle. I was like, damn, you are bigger than I thought.
Yes.
I was expecting an Abercrombie model, washboard abs, kind of scrawny, but like, dude, you're a thick boy.
Dude, everyone says that, and I have a theory on that too. So I think the shorter, stockier guys appear bigger on TV. But then when you see them in person, you're like, damn, that's it?
Dude,
that's how big they are?
Let me tell you, hold up. 1,000% story on that. Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. I met him one night. All right.
Yeah.
We were out there.
Meatball, right?
Dude. So
he's in the meatball gang with them.
First of all, nicest guy in the world.
It took this long for us to start talking about Jersey Shore? I can't believe it.
Bro, when I was playing ball, I had teammates from all over the country, right? And out of nowhere, one night, I hadn't watched MTV in years. Out of nowhere, I start getting text messages from all over the country. Guys I hadn't seen in 2-3 years were like, nice state, bro. Nice state. Cool effing state you got there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Jersey Shore comes out.
Yeah.
The girl I was dating at the time was a teacher in Long Branch, and out of nowhere, she wanted to go to Jenks one night. I was like, why are we going to a tourist trap? Anybody that's from the Jersey Shore knows you don't go to these tourist traps. She wants to go to Jenks one night, which I like Jenks. I'm not talking shit. I like Jenks. But at the same time, I'm like, why are we going to Jenks? Show up, the whole Jersey Shore people are there. I'm like, oh, you're a Jersey Shore stan.
Damn, bro.
Yo,
she's trying to get railed by the sitch.
Probably.
Your girl's trying to get railed by the sitch. She wants
sure.
Pauly D.
She wanted Paulie's D for sure.
Pauly D is the dopest one, right?
Sure. So, dude.
If you had to hang out with one of them, I'm hanging out with Pauly D all fucking day. Sammy Sweetheart don't count,
Sammy.
Nah.
Sammy.
First of all, she's gonna be mad cunty. Second of all,
whoa, Sammy.
I took that
Sammy, you don't need to take this from this man. You don't need
bro,
this. Sammy, you come here.
No, yeah, you talk to Gerard. I don't think I could last 15 minutes talking to her.
I don't think I could last 15 minutes with anything with her. So,
yeah. Look at you bringing out the baseball skills. I'm tossing softball in there, motherfucker. Cranked it out the park.
Yeah, man. So bro. So anyway, man, I catch. I really shouldn't have blown them up, but I really don't care. So now that I'm in production, I know that this is how it goes anyway. But at the time, I didn't really know how this goes. So they were just sitting there bored all night. There was nothing going on. They're just sitting in the corner.
Crew?
They're just bored in the corner, and everybody's like trying to get like selfies and stuff. And then there was this dude who was drunk as hell. Anybody that's ever been to Jenks know the bartenders are baddies. It's nothing but 10 out of 10s in every bar.
As it should be.
Oh, baddies. And there was this one girl who was a bartender over by the volleyball court, if people have been to Jenks, they know what I'm talking about. And this guy was drunk as hell, got mouthy with her, and she wasn't having none of it. And she got right in his stuff, and he like took his drink and threw it at her. And the bouncers, who are bigger than both of us, dragged this dude out by his collar, like 5 dudes. The producers for the Jersey Shore were like, aha, and they took this dude who was drunk as hell, brought him back in, and he must have been like, what's happening
Had him
right
punch
now?
Snooki in the face.
Had him throw the drink at the situation, and the situation beefs with this dude, and the same bouncers dragged him out again.
Damn.
They completely recreated the scene, but
you
instead
just told
of,
me fucking Santa Claus is fake, dude.
yeah, bro.
You just told me fucking Santa's
So
fake.
instead of with the bartender, it was with the sitch. And I go outside, I have a cigar, and Ronnie's smoking a cigar. I was like, hey man, can I get a light? He was like, yeah, no problem. He gives me a cigar. And this dude's like 5'6", $165,
Yeah, bro.
but yacked up. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh damn, this is the big strong dude from the Jersey Shore? Like, oh,
Yeah, it
no,
looks
man.
diesel, but
Yeah, the camera
it's-
puts on, I knew the camera put on 30 pounds. People don't know I'm actually $185 because they always see me online. But I know the camera puts on some weight. I didn't know it put on
Right.
5 inches. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
nah, man, shorter stock. That's my theory that I'm working with. Shorter, stockier guys, they look like big bad motherfuckers, and like taller, like leaner, thinner guys like me, like they're just like, oh, you're just a small guy. Meanwhile, I'm fucking 6'3", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It reminds me one time, I'm name dropping like crazy here, like I'm such an ass. But I did a charity event and Jason Kidd was there.
Tag up Jason Kidd, guys.
Yeah.
Tag up Jason Kidd. Make sure Jason Kidd's watching
he
this.
knows.
Yeah, all right. He's already watching.
So, but it's literally
Bro, come on, Jersey Nets, bro.
Exactly.
But,
It's
RIP.
literally the exact opposite. What do you mean RIP? He's coaching the Mavericks. He's alive. What are you talking
Nah, bro.
about?
To the
What
New
are you- what are
Jersey
you
Nets.
talking
To the New Jersey Nets. We don't have a fucking sports team. They took the only thing we had, not RIP to
R.I.P. Jason Kidd.
to the
I hope
New
your
Jersey
family
Nets.
gets well. So it was the exact opposite. I've been watching this dude on the court my
I didn't
whole
say
life.
Jason Williams. I said
Oof. That's a throwback jersey right there. People
Right.
looking at the producers right now have no idea what you're talking
no,
about.
and 90% of the audience probably.
Google it.
Yeah.
So the don't do shotgun tricks in front of your limo driver kids.
Yeah.
So the so Jason Kidd, dude, I see him. It's literally the exact opposite because I've been watching him on the court his whole life be this tiny little guy on the
Yes.
court. And I'm just thinking he's going to be like a small dude. Like my mind is extrapolating it out to be like, well, he's going to be shorter than me. He's shorter than everybody else. And I see Jason Kidd and he's 6'4" and thick. And the only thing going through my mind is like, how freaking big is Kenyon Martin?
Straight
like,
up,
this
dude.
is insane.
Yeah, it's like Kobe Bryant looks average on a basketball court.
Yeah.
But you see Kobe in person, he's huge.
Massive.
You know? It's
Massive.
like he's 6'7".
Massive.
But you got 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers.
There's
shit
levels.
all around there. Yeah,
There's
man.
levels to this thing. Every year, one of the coolest things, talk about my confidence. Like I would go from playing a whole summer of baseball, being like one of the smallest dudes, shortest dudes in the locker room. And then I'd go to the bar and I'd be like one of the bigger dudes at the bar. I'm like, I'm the king of the Lilliputians. Like I'm feeling good, dude. Yeah, man. But so you got a fight coming up right now. Let me tell you.
3 weeks out from yesterday.
I've never seen a human being drink as much water as you in my life.
You never seen a motherfucker piss as much as me either, bro.
Well, I mean, I feel somewhat privileged that I can say that. That's
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Wow.
For the record, I haven't seen any
You hear it,
piss.
though.
I hear it.
You hear it. I got a heavy stream.
It's prodigious.
My dad says he thought I would take off. Like I'm gonna have a fire hose between my fucking legs.
I have to tell you, bro.
Bounce my head off the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, I've never actually. I almost wanted to like make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
Like
sprung a leak.
Yeah, like
Blew out my urethra.
Yeah, like I'm wondering if everything's okay down there.
Hey,
like,
it seems to work well.
You ever seen like a porn star that's 20 years past like where they should be? They've been through and they got like a prolapse. It's called prolapse.
No.
Yeah, I wonder if you've got a prolapse urethra.
All right, well, there's only one way to find out. This is what your guys looks like
that's
too.
that's for the Patreon content. That's Patreon.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I should be taking my dick out on the first episode.
We've got at least 100 people Googling prolapse urethra right now.
Nah, yo, my urethra's fucking sweet and like everything's all in place. I'm blessed. It's a good life.
You know what? Look, let's be real. We're real. We're humans. All right. Everybody's experienced this. Nobody talks about it. After you've had like a nice little sack sesh, you know?
Sack sesh?
A sack sesh. You know,
I don't know. Whoa.
Where you've
Does everyone know what a sack sesh is?
A sack sesh. You put it down. You put it down real hard for the old lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you didn't give her the Tuesday night batting practice D. Like you didn't just
lay it down.
You didn't go through the motions. This was prom night. You're gonna remember me forever. Like I got,
you want a return customer?
I got my Pedialyte. I've done my stretch. I've been eating pineapple for days. Like,
ooh, all right.
It's a sack sesh, bro.
A sack sesh.
Yeah, and then
all right, that's a new vernacular.
Yeah, and then if she's a good girl, which she is, because you wouldn't put the sack seshes.
Nah, you don't just throw sack seshes around willy nilly.
She goes in and she knows exactly what to do to keep everything right, so she don't, she keeps it cleansing. She goes right to the bathroom after. She starts peeing after, right? Let's be honest. After a good sack session, a good girl gets up, she goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. She don't want to be baking no loaves down there. She knows what the deal.
Right.
Yeah. Keep a clean urinary tract.
Yeah.
No and it sounds like just a spray hose. Like, that's you, Tuesday, 5 o'clock.
That's me.
Every time you piss, it's like
I got some post. I got some post dick down fucking piss. That's what I got.
Yeah, you're fucking crushing. You're doing great. You're looking good. Mike Perry.
Right.
Only him and his girl in the corner. That had to be freaky, bro.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Nah, I mean it didn't mean shit to me.
No.
Nah, who cares? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the corner can help.
Yeah.
But just how much?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it's nice to have people there where you're going to, and if you're in the right mindset, you're like, I'm ready to fucking kill and die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like which is nice. It makes you like kind of feel free.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we're just throwing it. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I mean, how much you really need to be told?
Isn't it weird though? Like I've done this in tournaments where it's like I'm trying to fight the dude and somebody's yelling at me and I'm like, I can't concentrate on both things at once. Like stop. They're like, grab the arm. I'm like, I'm trying to have this guy not kill me.
Yeah,
like,
some people be doing that like, gotta do this. Like I don't really like that. I like kind of calm and I've cornered a lot of people and I feel like I know how to like kind of give that advice. Like I'll tell you directly exactly what you do, but like there's certain things where if there can be assistance. Like post on the arm, do this, watch, get your underhook back. Certain like things like that like can help, but at the same time, like,
she's almost the greatest corner man in history. She just put ice on his back and said, "You're doing great, baby. You're doing great. Just keep it going. You're doing great, baby."
Yeah, after I fucking pieced him up a little bit, put my fucking fingers through his head, bust my knucks on his head. Can I get another water?
Did you bust him?
No.
Dude,
He's got a hard head, man.
What was it like fighting in front of nobody?
Bro, you know what's funny about that fucking Mike Perry fight?
Hard to like.
Motherfucker's supposed to be this big bad striker. I was piecing him up and he took me down. I'm supposed to be the grappler. He's supposed to be. Watch that fight back. Yeah? I'm piecing him up and he has to wrestle me.
Mm-hmm. So you think the decision was BS?
No, because he out wrestled me at the end. I didn't see it coming. I didn't work any jiu-jitsu for that fight. I was like, we're gonna have a fucking street fight.
You didn't work any jiu-jitsu?
Not really, no.
Wow.
I didn't expect it from him. I gotta say,
that's the craziest thing, bro.
Credit for that.
That's the craziest thing about mixed martial arts, man. Is like you gotta be so ready for so many things. It's like it's a human chess match. It's like
Dude, that's why it's great. Is like you get to use I mean it's a lot, and that's why it takes a while to master, which I think is similar to comedy. Like you need like 10 years to really be like a fucking master.
Thanks, man. I've been saying that. I've been saying being a comedian is exactly like being a UFC fighter.
It's very similar, man. You go out there with your tools. Yours is your mouth and like your wit. Mine's like my wit and my like I don't know what I've trained my body to do.
Yeah.
You're
a literal walking weapon though, dude.
Yeah. But you have to be world class at kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Boxing. If you're not world class at any of those, you'll get exposed along the way.
Somewhere along the way.
So yeah, that's why most people's primes really come when they're like, like look at the champs. Most champs are between probably like 33 and 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
34
and I think something you're seeing now that you didn't see early on because guys take so much better care of themselves is like you don't see guys like really hit their stride till like their 20, 25 fights into their career. You know, these guys, they've seen it all. There's no more panic. They know what to do in what situation. And it's like, you just made a great point. It's like, how long is that crossover between I know exactly what to do in every situation and I'm still physically capable of doing it, you know?
It's it's like that sweet spot where you wanna hit both. Like you wanna be fucking, you know, have the experience but also not have too much wear and tear and too much mileage where you can't, you know, where your body's breaking down and you can't do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know.
So this is gonna sound mad disrespectful, but I don't care. I'm just gonna be real.
Disrespectful?
Mad disrespectful. You're almost too smart to be a fighter. You ever hear that? Like you're smart.
I'm an IQ fighter, bro.
You're an IQ fighter.
That's one of my, so every fighter also has to have your creativity.
Yeah.
You put your own creativity. That's why when I started doing this shit, I felt like I was free. Like I was like a good football player, like kept my football team, all, you know, good athlete growing up. Once I started training like jiu-jitsu, like
Greenbrook in the house.
GB baby, GB on the MGGM pod. But yeah, I can use all my I make you think I'm going this way. I can lay traps. I can do different things. Like a lot of fighters are smarter than you think. And you know, you've been around fighters.
Sure.
Like, but you know, you gotta have.
But
there's definitely meatheads. But
No. So
there's some meatheads.
Let me break down what I'm saying. Like, there's people that they're smart at fighting. There's people that grew up gangster. They grew up survivalist. They grew up like. They were made to be gladiators, and like if it wasn't in the UFC, it'd be on Cell Block D. Like there's just some gangster dudes that love conflict, and this is where they thrive.
Right.
Too many guys, it looks like when they take it off the mats, they don't know how to turn it off. We've seen so many things,
facts.
you know. But I'm talking about like, dude, you got a college degree. You went to Rutgers.
Yeah.
You're an intelligent cat. You're a funny cat. You're charismatic. Like if I met you in a bar and I didn't know who you were, like I would think like. Do you know how far down the list of things I would find that you would do for a profession before I got to, you know, professional murderer? Like it would be.
Dude, that makes sense. But I gotta say that's I think a big reason on why like I'm able to be like kind and like show love and thoughtful and shit because I get to practice that opposite, that antithesis. You know what I mean? Like I have that inside me. Like I have that warrior gene or whatever it's called. No other way I would feel as like what's the word? Like I would feel like as complete if I wasn't doing something like this. If I wasn't able to like compete with the best like fighters in the world, I just love it. I always have. I've been fucking rough. I like to get after it, and I'm very competitive, but I like to get after it and do the rough shit, and you know,
the warrior in the garden type of mentality.
Yeah, bro. Look, I really believe in it, and I could be projecting a little bit, but like everybody who's alive. Someone in your ancestors probably killed another person with their bones.
Let's get to it.
With their bones.
Yes.
They had to use their bones or maybe a rock or something to keep their bloodline alive.
Had to have.
Right? Like,
how are you here?
How are you here?
Where
you come from? What, you didn't just get born in the 1900s. You didn't just get born in the, you know what I mean? Your bloodline's been alive forever. And so I feel like strong ties to that. Like I want to test myself against fucking people. Fucking primal.
You want your ancestors looking down being like,
Yeah, no, I feel that.
You think some people's warrior ancestors are looking down at them playing Minecraft all day like, I went to war for this. I went on a wooden
pillage
ship and went across the damn English Channel 20 times and had hand-to-hand combat with literal savages for you to be playing Minecraft 10 hours a day, Jacob.
100%. Yeah, they're spinning in their grave, right?
No. Take off the Warby Parkers and get on the mat for just an hour. Feel it.
Yeah, man. Let you learn more about yourself there than you.
I tell you what.
You'd be proud of yourself. You'd be proud of yourself too.
There's a great
and it's one more. If you get a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, which is like a 1.5, 2-year commitment, you have a superpower on 90% of people walking the earth. You will understand how to manipulate people's bodies and use their joints and their like the body's shortcomings against them. You can dominate a human easily. Keep yourself. Imagine the confidence. Keep yourself safe. Keep your people safe. You know what I mean? I think every female in my family has to do jiu-jitsu. Because a fucking guard, one of the base positions, is missionary, a possible rape position. You know what I'm saying? I want them to know how to fucking triangle and put a motherfucker to sleep if someone ever tries some shit on them.
No doubt about it.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean that shit.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally the first. I couldn't agree with you more. Now we're going to get into some heavy shit here, but like, people have no idea the time we're living in.
Yeah, the world's
this
nuts,
is.
huh?
Do people understand that poverty and slavery, legit slavery, were the actual baseline for humanity for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years.
Right.
This is literally. We take a guy like LeBron James, right? LeBron James, you know, this isn't a race thing, but LeBron James, born in poverty, Akron, no father, right? Do you know 200 years ago how many people he would have had to kill to accumulate the wealth that he's accumulated? This dude is going to be a billionaire for playing ball and hole. That's a beautiful thing about society. He plays ball and hole. He plays the game.
Isn't it funny too and people want to say what it like the thrill of fighting as well? And they say like when you win a fight, it's like nothing you could smoke, snort, or shoot is that rush you get, and that's a thing I'm addicted to. But you see them motherfucker like a LeBron dunk a basketball, and be like, "Yo, motherfucker!"
Yeah,
50,000
people screaming
you know
his
what I mean?
name. It's got to
be
be
insane. And they flex
insane.
on him. Basically, like I just fucking whooped you. You know what I mean?
But
so
think about
imagine
it.
that when you actually whoop someone.
But Nick, no, it's
in
more
front
than
of a,
dude. It's
in,
more
in
than
a
that.
gladiator
But
den.
but it's more than that because just accumulate that wealth, that sort of upward mobility.
Oh yeah, we're
right?
talking about upward mobility and
Upward
wealth
mobility.
here.
He would have had to have if you're born that impoverished, you would have had to have somehow overcome your feudal lords. You would have had to raise an army. You would have had to go raiding somewhere. You would have had to beat their army. You would have had to then do it multiple times to accumulate that sort of wealth and upward mobility.
This is what I love about you, bro. You always fucking expand my fucking. Yeah, I never thought about it like that whatsoever.
Think about it. Think about somebody. Forget LeBron James. Think about somebody today that grows up in a poor family. My father.
What a time
right?
to be alive.
And then you go to college. I got my issues with college, but let's say you educate yourself, whether you do it on your own or whether you go to an institution, you're an autodidact or whatever. You become an accountant. You provide value, legitimate
Hey, I'm sorry.
value.
Excuse me. Autodidact. So like now that definition is gonna pop out for our dumb audience.
Autodidact.
Right?
Somebody who's self-taught. Somebody who seeks out knowledge.
I kind of think I have a great vocabulary, but then I like talk to Gerard for too long, and then I'm like, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? I become that guy.
Yeah. So, well, dude, there's a funny story behind that, man. When I was growing up, my father was crazy. Like, he's a great guy, my father, but like constantly about self-betterment, self-improvement, and like we weren't. And this is pre-cell phones, right? So when you go to take a dump, you got to do something. You got to read something.
Yeah.
And there was no People magazine, no Us Weekly, none of that allowed in my house.
Gave you a motherfucking dictionary,
It was a
bro.
dictionary in the bathroom. That was the only thing we were allowed to read while pooping. And you know what was funny? My mom would
God bless 'em.
My mom would like sneak a People magazine and put it under the sink so they would know where it is.
In the back of the toilet, you gotta lift it. It's in a paper bag or a plastic bag. You gotta so it doesn't get water damage.
Yeah. Eventually, he acquiesced and he put
acquiesce.
we were allowed to do. We were allowed to do crossword puzzles in there. So that was,
Oh, wow, that's cool.
It was an interactive experience.
Nice.
Yeah. So Yeah, the long story short, my father's had a hard time adjusting to the freedom of the cell phone generation. You know, he lacks control. So where are we talking about? Oh yeah, so like
LeBron on how he would have had to raise an army to acquire the funds.
Anybody. I mean, that's the thing that kills me, man, about people that are like in this generation that hate capitalism and they're like, you know, everybody loves communism, anti-capitalism, and it's like, bro, capitalism stopped imperialism. Somehow they're able to project all the ills of government onto individuals.
Definition of imperialism. Real quick.
Imperialism is honestly, it's where one.
Isn't that where you just worry about your country? Like
no, kind of, but it's where
wasn't that George Washington's thing? Like he believed imperialism.
Anti-imperialism. I mean, they literally fought against the British imperial government, the king.
But isn't it like the opposite of us going and interfering in like Afghanistan?
No, that is imperialism.
That is imperialism.
That is imperialism.
All right.
It's when one country imposes their will on another country. It's foreign policy of aggressive expansion.
Okay.
So what stopped that though? Like, think about it, right? Like, why did imperialism just stop? Like the last true imperialism was like World War II. Like they fought against imperialism.
Would you
right?
consider what Russia and Ukraine is that imperialism?
That's what they're saying. Yes.
It is imperialism.
That's the argument. Yeah, and then we want to stand against imperialism. Yes, for sure.
Okay. What's the thing where you just like so anti-imperialism is just kind of worrying about Americans worrying about America and shit like that. Like so it's not like
I'll break it down. Like, all right. people have to understand like presentism. Presentism is like the worst logical fallacy you can have, which is where you take today's morality and you apply it to history from 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago. You can't say the same thing, right? Because we've never spent a day hungry in our lives, most of us. We've never spent a night legitimately concerned that somebody might raid us and wake up in the middle of the night and the village is burning and our wives are in trouble. We are so privileged in that regard, right? So, but before that, for the entirety of our species until about literally 100 years ago, there was a legitimate threat. There's a reason why we're afraid of the dark. There's a reason why humans are afraid of the dark.
There's monsters under the bed and shit like that.
Because, there's this thing called evolutionary biology. And, one of my favorite podcasts, the Dark Horse podcast with Brett Weinstein and Heather Hying.
What's it called, Dark Horse?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's more boring than me, but it's great. it's very NPR-ish, but it's phenomenal. And they talk about evolutionary biology, and they're like, if you weren't afraid of the dark 500 years ago, you died. Like, you had to be paranoid.
Facts. You had to have like that.
You had to be paranoid.
That like healthy fear.
You had to be. Yeah. Because there were people that would come in the middle of the night and just gank your whole life. There were animals.
Yeah, they said that's why kids are like afraid of monsters. Yeah. Monsters that's in our DNA from fucking wolves and wild animals 100%. That would be out there and would kill you if you didn't have a healthy fear of it.
Did you ever feel like you were falling in your sleep and you woke up?
Hell yeah.
Because we lived in trees. And then we'd actually fall and we'd have to wake up on the fall. We'd feel ourselves starting to slip. So our equilibrium's adjusted. This is evolutionary biology.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
So this is one of the triggers that our evolution, like, okay, you got to wake up. You're in danger. You're in danger. Something's going on. They're picking up, these signals. So, what was I saying?
I don't know. I guess imperialism, presentism.
Yeah. So, forever, life was a battle for, like, the simplest resources. Like, we need clean water. Right. Like, my tribe needs to be by a river. And another tribe is on the river. And they're like, nah, y'all can't. So, if you're not sharing that water, I got to smash you. Yeah. It's like, all right, well, we're coming in. We need the water or we're going to die. Nah, we like this water. All right. Bang, bang. Mm-hmm. So, forever. That's the way it was. It was like, hey, we've got too many people here in the colonies. We got to go west. And, the natives were like, nah, we got the west. And we're like, but do you have gunpowder? So,
that's really our call.
Yeah. So, and we look at it through the lens of the horrors. And there were horrors for sure. Like, there were atrocities for sure. But we're in a privileged position now where we have generated so many resources. We know how to make food. We know how to distribute it. We know how to clean water. We know how to maintain human life. The number 2 thing they say on the World Economic Forum, what I think is the epicenter of evil, the number 1 thing they say is the threat to humanity is climate change. The number 2 thing they say is population. We're too good at keeping human beings alive. We're so good at it now. So,
but instead of always worrying about that stuff, we worry about people who might have said something a little bit rude.
Oh, there you
go.
Or
like, you know what I mean? Or have been
things aren't
transphobic
perfect.
or
things aren't
different
perfect.
types of
Burn it down. Burn it down.
Words. We're sweating words now.
Yeah.
And we should do there should be a vote on how long till you get canceled on this podcast. Canceled, you know what I mean? Like
That's it. It's a wrap. So anyway, just to finish the topic, and then I want to come back to that because that's a great point.
Yeah, I got something on that too.
So what capitalism does is that we don't have to go in and oppress an area for resources anymore. It's actually way better because now we can provide value to extract the resources. Like instead of going into why wouldn't we go into Mexico? Like, why wouldn't we take over Mexico?
Just take it over? Instead, we can do business with them and give them some...
Let's put a Starbucks in Acapulco. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Create jobs.
Yeah, you guys want coffee and we want money. We'll give you coffee, you give us money. Like, it's easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you go down... To me, capitalism isn't perfect, but it's the best of the imperfect systems that we have by far. And unfortunately, most people think the problems we have in this country are capitalism. They're not. They're corporatism, which is closer to socialism. But that's a whole different topic.
Right.
Go back to what you were saying before, because that was a good point you were making.
Which one? What was I saying? About the words? What did I say?
No, just 2 seconds ago. Producer, what was he saying?
Yeah, just putting it on me.
No, you were talking about...
how long you get canceled?
Yeah. Well, even before that, like why we worry about such trivial things like words.
Yeah, we should probably be sweating the climate and stuff, but instead we worry about when a comedian makes a joke. You know what I mean? Or like just because I think it's because it's simpler for our brain, like the outrage it creates and all that crap. Like it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb.
Well, there's
if you know what I mean. Worry about the fucking rapists and the pedophiles. Like that's the shit. Like you know what I mean. Like
so my theory. I have a theory on that.
Up.
I got a theory on that, and you tell me what you think.
All right.
So my theory on why it is this way is the same reason why people tell other people or they post about what their New Year's resolution is. I saw shout out to my boy Greg Dinkin. Greg Dinkin showed me a stat one time. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. The great Greg Dinkin. He showed me a stat one time that said like 77% of all people that post or tell people about their New Year's resolution don't follow through on it. And you said the word dopamine because saying that they're going to do it gives them the same social response as if they actually did it. So saying I'm going to lose 25 pounds gets the same social response from that Instagram post. You get 100 likes, and it's like, yeah, girl, you do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, I did it. I did it. They get the same serotonin as if they actually had to put in the 90 days in the gym and diet and do all that hard shit. So if all they wanted was the social acknowledgement anyway, I'm just going to post about it.
Right.
So it's the same thing as opposed to like actually changing something, which is difficult. Right. I'm going to put a black box up on Instagram, and it's like, I care. And everybody's like, she cares.
Is that
he
virtue
cares.
signaling?
Bingo.
Yeah.
So you get the same exact reaction in your brain, and you do the same social signal, like, I'm one of the good guys, without having to do any actual work. It's like you always see these protests, right? These protests are always in places where, hey, we already agree with you. Like, we're protesting for feminism in Brooklyn. It's like, literally, everybody here agrees with you. Why don't you go protest in Riyadh? Why don't you go to Saudi Arabia and be like, hey, what you guys are doing is wrong? I don't see those flights happening. Right. I don't see a lot of pink hat marches in Iran. You know, I don't see a lot of
could get a little squirrely.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see a lot of
but that'd be a bigger difference made.
That's what I'm saying.
You're really trying to make a difference.
Sometimes I think people just love yelling into the echo chamber and hearing the echo come back. I'm like, I'm so good.
Yeah.
I'm so good. So how do they cancel people?
It's just whack.
Yeah, And now, well, I don't know what you think about this, but I think one of the things the right gets wrong is that woke had a point early on. I don't think people can say woke didn't have a point. Like anybody's ever...
it's definitely got a point.
It had a point,
Great point.
Like there's nobody that can look at Harvey Weinstein and be like, nah, he's fine.
Nah, fuck that guy. He's being a piece of shit.
He's a full-time piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, why? But at the same time, you take that all the way out to like...
But also, that shit's been happening forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit too. Like, that's, Yeah, but now that stuff can be brought out into the light, and I just think that, Yeah, it's a good thing that we're, like, calling people on the shit and stuff like that. But, like, I think there's so much silly shit.
But then they take it, and then you get those three dudes going after Dave Portnoy and going after Rogan because they can literally weaponize people's empathy.
Right.
Like this is what bothers me about this moment more than anything else. This is what bothers me about cancel culture, is that they took the best part of people. They took their kindness, they took their sympathy, they took their empathy for other people, and they used it as a weapon. Right. Against society.
Someone who doesn't have who they don't like or doesn't have the same kind of thoughts. Where it's like, we don't have to all agree. Yeah. But we can all be decent and be kind to each other and get along. Like, it show respect. You know what I mean? We don't have to disagree. We won't disagree. Yeah. Not everyone's going to agree on everything. But, like, we got to be able to, like, be like, that's cool. You feel that way? I feel this way? That's cool.
You know what, though? That's real interesting because that circles back to something you just said earlier about you wouldn't be as chill as you are right now if you didn't have the jiu-jitsu, if you weren't
I need an outlet.
You need the outlet.
Yeah. So now and also I was thinking when you were saying the hard stuff about like the resolution, if I'm going to lose 25 pounds, if you go to the gym and get them endorphins and get those endorphins going and work out and push yourself and, get that little, because we're monkeys, we're animals. You know what I mean? You got to get that little, we have that stuff in us. You get that stuff out, like, you're going to feel better. You're going to actually you're going to feel way better than that little dopamine. Like, you come out of the gym, you're going to be like, woo, I took your ass to yoga. Yeah. I hadn't done yoga in 2 years. I've been doing a lot down here in Florida. Oof. Bro, I come out of yoga, I'm like goofy, like I could barely talk to people, like I'm like euphoric, like I'm like high after it, because I just sweat so much and like I'm doing all, you know what I mean? Like it takes me 15 minutes to leave the parking lot.
I was so angry.
You're angry. That's
angry.
the opposite of what I'm saying.
Angry.
Hell no.
Well, first of all, I'm angry because my body can't do the things it used to do. I let it get too out of shape. But I'm also angry. God bless it. I hate that kumbaya shit. I hate it with every fiber of my being. Yeah. I hate it.
Cynical comedian. Surprise, surprise.
Find your center. Take 5 deep breaths. You've earned them.
Namaste, my brother.
Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this peace.
Be proud of yourself. You've come here and you did something.
Center yourself.
Come on.
Shut
Cynical
up.
Comedian, guys. Yeah, you can't. You don't like any of that nice shit.
I'm the worst.
That's some Jersey shit too,
I'm the worst.
bro. That's some Jersey. Like, shut up.
It was the same thing with CrossFit. First, my boy was a huge CrossFit boy. My boy loved CrossFit. He was like, you gotta do CrossFit. He was a college football player. He was like, gotta do CrossFit. It'll get you in the greatest shape. I was like, yeah, man. I bet lifting as much weight as I can, as fast as I can, for as long as I can, is probably good for me. I'm sure it is until I blow out. He's like, nobody blows out. I'm like, everybody blows out. So we do CrossFit. And look, if I'm your boy, I'm your boy. You want me to do something, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. And by the way, I will go back to yoga because the next day I've never felt
What if there'd be a hot chick teaching the class?
I've never felt bad. No.
Then I'd tell you that's like my muse. I'm gonna work hard for you, girl.
There was some. That's because you're 3 weeks out of fighting. There was way too many good looks in that class. I was like, I gotta put on some more clothes.
Nah, man, they look at you they're like, I'm proud of him. I wanna take care of him. I wanna take him home and
I can fix
him. They're proud of you. They're proud of you. I'm just gonna try my best. I'm gonna use my blocks when I gotta, but I'm not gonna hurt myself in yoga. But I'm gonna go for it.
I had to double up on those blocks, boy. Like,
you got a fucking stack. You got a Lego set going on.
They're telling people to touch their toes, and if that's too easy, grab the sides of your foot. And I'm like, I can barely get past my knees. I
can't even see my feet.
Can I touch my meniscus? Like, what's happening here? Like, I'm just gonna go low. You tell me where I am. Am I there? Am I there? So
breathe into it, Gerard. Breathe into it and believe and be proud.
I'm the only guy in Bikram yoga trying to light a cigarette to calm down. I'm like, I need a dart. This is a lot. This was a lot. We got out of there. I was like, you want to go to Ichiyama? Let's get some buffet.
Yes. Oh, so now you brought it full circle. All right. So this is actually something I want to talk about. So the way me and Gerard met, we're both Jersey boys, but we actually officially met down here in Florida. All right, our new homes.
The free state of Florida.
The free state of Florida.
Yeah.
So, am a valuetainment fan. Like I would watch his interviews, watch like the ones Tim Grover, Kobe, everyone, the gangsters, Michael Francis, and all those guys.
Great guy, Michael
you know
Francis,
what I mean? I love that shit. I'm like a little mafia junkie, and then I listen a little, you know what I mean? I got a little. My mother's maiden name Santoro, so you know what I'm saying. But I've listened to like a lot of podcasts, but I've only hit up, I think, one person from a podcast I listened to, and it was you. It was after I was listening to you on the PBD podcast. I think it was like Sammy the Bull or something. And I heard you talking. I was like, damn, bro, like, yo, like I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, bro, like, keep doing your thing, like, keep saying the shit you're saying has got to be heard, like, because you're coming from a place of truth, like logic, like, you know what I mean, like, I really fuck with what you're saying. And then I saw you were down here in Florida, and I hit you up. I was like, yo, bro, where in Florida you at? You were like 20 minutes away. I was like, yo, let's grab food sometime. You're like, let's grab some food tonight. We'll go to Ichiyama. It's a fucking it's a sushi buffet. I'm like, I know my boy Gerard's big, and I know I can eat. I'm like, let's put these motherfuckers out of business, dog.
Yeah,
Let's go. 3 plates at least. You know what I'm saying?
I took a hostess out on a date from Ichiyama. That's how much I like that place.
You love staff, bro.
I do.
You love some staff.
Oh, God.
I love you some staff.
Oof. Yeah, man.
Yeah, G-Money falls in love with every waitress we have. And hey, man, I get it down here, man. There's some pretty girls running around SoFlo.
Nah, dude, it's just I've dated so many princesses that, like, I see a woman working, and I'm just like, yes, there's a girl.
It's like a strip club. I want to save you, girl. I want to get you out of this place. I don't want you working at this diner no more, girl. You don't you gonna be getting bunions. Let me rub them feet.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want a girl with a fresh manicure anymore. I want a girl with some calluses. I want a girl that's like, I want them. I don't want to see any Louis Vuittons in her closet. I want to see them black Skechers that they wear.
So I gotta ask though, what's going on with you and the PBD podcast, valuetainment type shit? I know you did the Mafia States. I became a fan of you through there.
Yeah.
I'm happy we're doing this here. I don't know if they're gonna be pulling some time away from your boy over here. I mean, I can't, so tell the people and tell me what's going on exactly with that.
Yeah, no. So did Mafia States of America. We produced, directed, produced, wrote 13 episodes.
A sit down between Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis.
The first ever sit down between two made men. And we got a former mayor of New York City.
Bosses.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Giuliani.
And I'm very, very proud of the project. Very
and
proud
Chaz
of the guys.
Palminteri is a part of it.
Chaz,
Legend.
Dude. And one of the best guys. Like, one of the best guys ever.
Yeah, that's what's up.
After that project was done, I ended up staying on, and we were supposed to do some stuff, and let's just say creatively it didn't work out.
Creatively, it didn't
work out. As far as the podcast is concerned, I think they just went in a different direction. All right, so like, there used to be two different shows. Like, Pat would have his interviews, and then they would do the PBD Podcast. And the PBD Podcast was like more of an editorial. It was more of like, these are the topics, and then whoever the guests were would give their opinions on the topics. And then Pat would leave, and he would do his interviews, and they'd chop it up with these famous people or whatever. And then they put the two of them together into one.
So they combined the podcast and Valuetainment?
Yeah. So the
Valuetainment used to be just like interviews. It would be Pat with like Kobe or Pat with whoever, and then but now then it became like the set of you guys. I thought it was just like a side.
Yeah. So I mean,
it was you, Pat, and what was the other guy's name?
Well, Adam. So it was really Adam and Pat, and then like I was just kind of a recurring guest, and I was recurring a lot. And then there was like a disagreement about the format of the show, and they wanted to ask.
What you mean? How so?
So they wanted me to ask like more questions of the guests, and like make more time for the guests, and I think basically just wanted me to talk less. And I was like, look, man, like, I'm going to be me. If you book me.
Don't put the tiger in the cage, bro. Don't put the tiger in the cage.
I'm going to be me. So, like, I respect what you're doing. I disagree with it because I think and I'm not saying anything now I haven't told Pat, and I love Pat, right?
So do I. Big fan.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love everybody else, but I love Pat, and that's real. So, I said, I think that you're squishing two shows into one. This was my personal feedback.
Was that the idea, though?
I don't know. I think that they just look. The podcast blew up. Pat's blowing up, so I think a lot more people wanted to do it, and they're just booking a lot of guests because they, a lot of people want to be on it now. But my thinking was this: I think that the people who were Valuetainment fans wanted to hear Pat's perspective, wanted to hear Adam's perspective, wanted to hear my perspective. I think that the people that were Valuetainment fans wanted to hear Valuetainment's perspective on these things. And if they wanted to hear these other people that they're bringing in, they would follow them. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they followed this is because this was their morning show or whatever. This was their radio show. This was whatever. And then if there was a guest like once a month, that was dope. It was a switch up. But now that there's a guest every day, and then from a production perspective, there's a couple new producers that came in that I just disagree with. And I think that they got way too heavy on short clips. And like they were just trying like crazy to get these like sound bites. So these questions would be less like genuine and authentic, and it would just be like, I'm gonna get you in a soundbite. I'm gonna get you in a soundbite, and this is gonna get 1 million views. So then my perspective on that was, well, then
I wouldn't think guests would appreciate that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. And then if you're a fan of that guest, and I'm seeing you grill my boy, like I'm not gonna convert to your fan. So you got those two things happen. So to me, you're not servicing your fan base, and you're not servicing their fan base. And I was dumb enough to vocalize that perspective, or that's just me, man. I'm never gonna.
And what? So you said you disagreed with something, and they were like, all right, fuck you then, or
kind of. They were like, look, this is the way that we're going. This is the way that we're going, and I'm like, all right, go it, like, but don't book me not to be me. Like if you book me, I'm gonna be me. So they just stopped booking me. And
but I feel like you being you is what that's what I was drawn to. Like that's what I like fucked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, like, dude, imagine everybody loves you, bro. And Dana White comes to you and was like, bro, everybody loves you. Everybody loves what you're doing. You're a jiu-jitsu black belt. You're a beast. Can you switch to southpaw?
Yeah, that's not my style,
That's not my style. But that doesn't mean you got any less love for Dana or the UFC, and they can do all their things, but it's just not a place for you. And that's the way I felt.
So you done?
Look, I'll never close the door on Patrick. I'll never close the door. I'm not gonna like be like that dude, but I'm not with them in any way.
You're not gonna now. We're starting a podcast. You're not gonna go running back to this ex-girlfriend and like leaving me in the fucking lurch, right?
No,
like,
sir. No.
Nah, I mean, but also I think you could do both.
Nah.
You could do both.
Well, look, I mean, Mr. Dave Portnoy's watching, so like let's one podcast. Everybody knows the rules, Dave. Like. But nah, man. Look, I'm not worried about it. I wish, dude, for real, I wish them nothing but success. I think one of the things that there's so many great people over there. There were so many like great creative people. I loved working over there. There were so many great people, and just some of the people at the top that they made creative decisions that I just disagreed with. And that's not to say that they can't be successful or they won't be successful. And I wish them success. I want them to be successful. I think Pat's a great dude, and I think their voice is very important. But
yeah, he seems like a good mentor, good guy to be around, like a smart dude. Like
it's just it's a round peg in a square hole. Let's put it that way. But that being said, dude, I'm very, very proud of the work that we did, especially with Mafia States. I wish that we would have went festivals with Mafia States. I wish we would have distributed it differently, but that's not my job. My job is to make a good product, and I think we made a great product. I legitimately really do think we made a phenomenal product, and I hope,
for sure.
I hope a lot, the world who hasn't seen it gets to see it one day. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends back in Jersey, like not even knowing that I knew you, being like yo, we got to get this on this Mafia States thing, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that thing made waves.
Yeah, man, dude, it was dope. We got in.
It was awesome.
We got in the New York Post and all that stuff. I never thought I'd get in the New York Post without a criminal record. That was cool, But I love it, man. But also for me, man, like you said, I'm a comedian. I come from narrative. I wrote on TV. I want to make movies, man. I want to do cool stuff. I want to do sketches. I want to do it. I think they're kind of moving more in like a news direction over there, and I'm not really a news guy. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's something that I like about you. Is like you're real to yourself, and like you keep it real, and you're not gonna like I'm not gonna switch up for like you're gonna stay genuine
to a detriment. Like
man, like like that's something I heard like. You show me someone who's never kissed ass, I'm gonna show you the janitor. You know what I mean?
Well,
and there is
I got unemployment right now, but maybe if anybody's hiring,
you can clean a mean toilet.
I can swing them up, boy.
Nah, bro, I got a good feeling you're gonna be all right. I got a good feeling you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, look, this is just Mickey. It's the same way.
Man, keeping it G real.
Bro, it's the same way we do.
MGGM,
When'd you start fighting, bro? When'd you start fighting?
I started training like jiu-jitsu when I was 16.
16.
Yeah.
Bro.
I did a little boxing when I was like 13.
You spent half your life in combat.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a combat competitor. It's what you're gonna do.
Right.
So my life has gone like heartbeats, man. It drives my family out of control because my family loves me.
Yeah, bro, you've had like 6 lives. You're 36 years old. You had 6 lives, bro. You're a pro baseball player. You were fucking on a talk about this a little bit. You were give me this 6 careers you've had in the past 10 years or whatever.
You get to do a lot of things that you're not real good at.
A little jiu-jitsu, like a little jack of all trades, master of none.
So that's I thought I was gonna be a pro fighter, and then I was like, no.
After baseball, you were like, I'm gonna fuck with this fighting thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I love it. You kidding me? I loved everything about it until a kickboxer started kicking me in my legs, and I was like, nah.
It's a little conditioning, bro.
I'll just do it. I'll do it. Yeah, well, that was the other thing. And then I saw FRANKIE EDGAR working the way he worked, and I was like, nah, I think I'll just do a desk job. This cardio. This is a lot of cardio. Oh, God. This is, oof. So I trained my whole life to be a baseball player. It's all I ever wanted in life. It's all I ever wanted.
Yeah.
And some things happened, and I was good in high school. I was an all-state player, but some things happened during the recruiting. I'm not going to get into like the details of it. I ended up, instead of going to Seton Hall, I ended up going to Division III school, TCNJ, which was the best school in the country, one of the top 3 schools for baseball.
Kevin Gall went to, it was called Trenton State back there.
The Papa?
Yeah, Kevin
so
Gall.
Now
bro.
I know where the intelligence comes from.
Kevin Gall, dog. He in his one of his last football games there. He set like all types of tight end records. He had like 3 touchdowns, 187 yards, something.
No way.
Scout comes in the locker room after Giant Scout and was like, hey man, we'd like love to have you come out, try out at camp with us this summer. He goes, whose fucking dad is this? Get this fucking guy out of here. He thought they were bullshitting, you know what I mean? He has some similar shit too. He had a scholarship to Delaware, but he would have been catching balls from Rich Gannon for 4 years.
No way.
Yeah, but his coach didn't tell him about the offer because he knew my dad would take it and thought he'd get a better offer.
So I had an overnight.
Then he ended up walking on to Division III school, very similar to you,
I had an overnight at UDel, and but one of the best nights of my life. But I got a little too tuned up with the ball club, and I missed the practice the next morning. And the coach was like, "I don't think you're gonna be a fit here." I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right. He's probably right." Yeah, I wanted to go to
fucking wild card, buddy.
Yeah,
fucking wild card over here.
Yeah, you know, Old Bridge in the house. Old Bridge.
OB
in the house. Yeah, drinking brown liquor 14. So the yeah. So the anyway, man.
Fucking Central Jersey goons up in this.
That's it, bro. Hey, there's only one way to live. But so part of that with the scouts was like, you know, I talk shit. I was cocky. I used to pimp every home run back in the day before it was like you were allowed to do it. I stood right on the plate.
You'd admire your shot and
my God,
show up the pitch
I
a little
actually
bit.
still
Like,
think,
what, motherfucker, do
I
something.
think I own the NCAA record for hit pitches.
Really?
To this day. You know,
And you weren't as big of a target back then.
No,
either.
I was yoked. I was 220.
So, of these fucking multiple careers you had in the past 10 years or so, you did some Wendy Williams stuff. So, the fighting stuff, you saw Frankie. You didn't like getting kicked in the leg. You saw Frankie, we got to get Frankie and Raj up on our show, and we got to do theirs when we're back in Jersey.
No, I saw Frankie.
Big Roger from Jersey Shore was married to JWoww.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're both fucking awesome. We're gonna. Yeah.
I was fighting with this dude, Sean Teed, and we were working with another dude.
Yeah, he beat a friend of mine. Tough guy.
Tough kid, man. Yeah. And we were working a fight camp for another guy, and like I was just a big body for them to throw around with, right? And we got in there. We were in Rivera's place.
Dante, legend, bro.
Yeah.
Dante
and
Rivera.
talk about legends. Like Dante comes in and lets us in, and he's making fun of my jacket for being too small. he's like, this is a jacket that doesn't fit. You're too big.
Bro,
and,
Dante's awesome.
Yeah, and it's Dante. If I remember correctly, it's Dante, Edson Barbosa,
Human Weapon.
Yeah, Gary Tonin. And this dude,
Gary
I want to say it was Matt Pritchard. Man, he's going to be so mad if I forget his name. He's a cop now. Good dude. Rutgers wrestler. Was a really good wrestler. And they're all like 50 pounds heavier than Frankie. And they're doing this thing where he rolls 3 minutes with one of them.
Shark Tank.
And then the next guy comes in.
Yeah,
and then
bro.
the next guy comes in.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, and they're going.
Dude, Frankie's a fucking legend.
Dude, he's going.
Probably Jersey's finest. Like him and Jim Miller, like that's.
This was like, dude, I'll be honest with you. I was feeling myself a little bit. I had won a couple tournaments. I had picked up on this pretty quickly. I was a really good athlete coming out of baseball. Like I was a really good athlete. And then when you get on the mats, and this is no hate, but this is just the truth. This is my lived experience. There's really technical guys, really tough guys, like solid people who've been wrestling, fighting their whole life, but they're really not that athletic.
Right, there's some guys, yeah.
And they just
no,
don't
they're
have
gonna be
that.
like some true like nerds who like never done anything athletic in their life, get into jiu-jitsu and become great at it because they understand like the biomechanics of the human body.
And the technical, and they do. I'm not saying they'd mess me up. They would mess me up, but it would take them a lot. Just
your
because,
athleticism could keep you hanging.
Yes,
yeah.
My strength and my speed, and I can explode out of things, and they'd be like trying to teach me technique about shrimp out. I was like, how about I just pick you up, like you know? So and eventually everybody knows you get to a level where everybody's athletic and everybody's strong and everybody's technical, and that's when they would whoop my ass. But I never rolled with them. I don't want it to sound like I did. I was watching them roll as I was preparing to fight with Sean and a couple other dudes.
Right.
And they were going when we got started. We went for about 90 minutes, and dude, we were shot. And they're still going when we leave.
I've seen Frankie do 10 rounds in Catone's cage with a fresh partner each round.
Later that night, I go over to Danny Doyle's place, this boxing gym, PBA boxing gym over in Middletown.
Yeah, I've been there.
To film my buddy. And I'm shot from this morning.
Yeah.
And who is in the ring boxing? Professional boxers.
Baby, the
Frankie
answer.
Edgar. Fighting, doing 60 seconds with a pro boxer, 60 seconds with another pro boxer, 60. Like, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is not it. I
Yeah.
like eating. I like
caliber.
drinking beer and eating pancakes. This is not the life for me.
It's
This is like
That's what I always say when like someone gets you get a bumper bruise. Like, it ain't making pancakes, bro. It's
Dude,
the fucking fight game. It's
like,
her business.
If I need like battle, I like battle. I like it. You talked about like the adrenaline. You know why I did so many things. When I got done with baseball, like when I was finished with baseball, I didn't finish because I was bad. I finished because I realized I wasn't going to make the major leagues, and I was broke. I was dead broke. I had an offer to play in Korea. I had an offer to play in Mexico. And I'm like, I call my dad. I'm like, this is my big break. I'm going to get, $5,000 a month to go play in Korea. You know, and that's a stepping stone to Japan. They love crazy white boys in Japan. Like, I can go be there. Like,
yeah.
And he's like, I'm 25. He's like, Gerard, one of my roommates in college is like, the assistant district attorney at Bayonne. The other guy's like going to med school to be a surgeon. Another guy's a lobbyist down in DC. Shout out to TCNJ, great school. And he's like, so your big break is to make $60,000 a year in halfway across the world in a glorified third world country. And I'm like, Well, it's not $60,000 a year, Dad, because we only play about 8 months, so it's really like $40,000. So yeah. And I was like, all right, man, maybe something, maybe time to look. Now I wish I didn't hang him up when I did. I'm not blaming my father at all because I was done with it. Like I was done.
Right.
Like there was days where I would go out there 5 o'clock in the morning, start training, and then at the end, like I would literally train 12, 14 hours a day for 10 years. It was everything to me.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like I would go to the batting cage, hit like one line drive to the back of the cage and be like, got this. I don't need training no more. I was done. This is going to be a long story. This is for a different podcast. But anyway.
Yeah,
so,
we're talking about all the careers of Wendy Williams. Then you were writing on Wendy Williams or you had a political cup of coffee or what?
Yeah, so I got a job opportunity with Chris Christie, who was a bipartisan guy. Like, so I went to college as a Democrat. And then in college, I'm seeing like all the theatrics of like, there's women with they're coming into the the mess hall, the cafeteria, and their mouths are bound shut and they got fake blood all over them. And they're like, some woman, somebody is a survivor of domestic violence. 1 in every 2 men like domestically abuse women, and I'm looking at the guy next to me. I'm like, well, it must be you because it ain't me. Like I don't know what to tell you, bro. So and they would do the same thing. Like they would get all of us athletes together in a room.
Are you saying it's me, dude?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I'm telling you, bro.
I get super defensive.
All right, yeah. Mickey War Machine Gall over here. Yeah, what,
dude?
What?
No, I never did that.
What? No, nah. So like the theatrics of it was like, well, if this is them, I'm not them, so I must be a Republican. And then I got with the Republican Party, and they're like, wow, you guys really hate gay people. Like you really hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they did it
up.
though, because then when I went with Christie, like a bunch of the people in the administration were gay. And I'm like, man, so, I'm taking this rudimentary understanding of, like, the tribalism of politics. And I'm like, why are you a Republican? And they're like, yeah, because I'm gay, not stupid. Like, I like money. So everything just kind of changed. And I really, really liked Christie early on. He went after both sides. He got rid of corruption. He early on, he was the man. And then he started taking some really bad advice, in my opinion. He saw the brass ring. And these people convinced him that if he wants to be president, he's got to run to the right. He's got to be a war hawk. He's got to be a neocon. He's got to be Bush. He's got to be Cheney.
And man, a lot of that, I feel like a lot of people kind of are and I'm not a political guy nearly like you are, or even a political guy at all.
Yeah.
But like I'm not knowledgeable, all that shit. But I feel like a lot of people our generation kind of like that libertarian kind of thing, and I feel like both parties have like such like downsides. Like it's almost like it should be like I like some of this, I like some of that, I like you know what I mean. But like and then every election I've been alive for is almost like picking between a shit and a fart.
Yeah, dude.
Like both fucking stink.
It's not good.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Like it.
That's true. You're right. And the problem with libertarians and the problem with the party is that by nature they hate government and they hate authority. So you can't have any one of them come out and be like, I should be the authority, vote for me to go to the government. People by and large just want to be left alone, man. Just let me live my life, dude. And, early on, that was how it is. But that's the thing. Like, when you take the Bushes, the Cheneys, like, they're Republicans, but they're Team Biden. So there's really no the idea of Republican and Democrat, man, people really got to move past that because I've said it a bunch and I'll keep saying it.
Yeah, I like this. We talked about this. It's the globalist and the localist.
It's globalists and localists, man. It is people that demand authority and people that want liberty. It's people that want control and people that just want to be left alone.
So localists are the people who want like more freedom.
Yeah. Like I care about the people in my community.
Right.
And people see that as selfish. Like we're a global community. And it's like I really don't see it that way because if I take care of my community. If I make my community as great as possible, how am I not helping the overall? Right. So and just to be real, like, hey, if you're a senator from New Jersey, why are you doing stuff that makes people in Davos, Switzerland happy? You should be making people that's in New Jersey happy.
Fucking A.
Like, so, you know, like Nancy Pelosi out here making $350 million off of stocks and stuff like that and telling us I'm not paying my fair share. We gave $9 trillion to the government and we got $1,200. Congress just gave themselves a 21% raise while America's out here paying $6 gas.
What was that thing Candace Owens was saying, right? That's her name, Candace Owens? I thought you put it up on your...
She's a pretty lady.
She's very pretty.
She's a pretty lady.
She's beautiful.
Sweet lady.
Yeah, I hope she don't get her fine ass killed. She's saying stuff like all the spending should be all like public information.
How's it not? See, but
what they take our tax dollars and do with it,
bro.
Yeah.
My crazy ass. Why don't we just live on a Kickstarter society? Why do we even need taxes anymore? Like, just here's a Kickstarter. Hey, here's a Kickstarter for the war in Ukraine. We want $6 billion. All right, go for it. Put a Kickstarter out there. Let people let people fill it up
instead of just taking
like abortion. Abortion is going to be something when we die. They're still going to be arguing about abortion.
Yeah, government's the new mafia states.
The mafia states of America. There's a lot of government that is a holdover from 19th century mafioso. I just got to take a bit of this. I got to take a bit of that.
Hands in everybody's pocket.
100%. You're telling me that You're telling me that voting from our phones would somehow be less secure than this last election that we had? You're telling me that people... So I can bank on my phone. Yeah. I can buy stocks on my phone.
Yep.
I can fill out government forms on my phone. I can fill out unemployment on my phone, but I can't vote on my phone. You got Face ID on your phone and you can't vote. You can't go to us.gov.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
Sus.
I don't know, bro.
Sus.
I don't know, bro.
Sus. How is that less secure than, this looks like your signature? Yeah. This looks like, they don't even ask for ID.
Wasn't
it's your
several
signature.
Dead people were voting?
Several dead people? Yeah, that's called Chicago, dog.
I understand there was like an 800,000 ballot swing overnight.
Dude.
Right?
Did you ever see the thing? The graph? Oh, gee. Let me put it this way, bro. Yeah, imagine if you did see, I feel the same way, by the way, about fighting. See, I think fighting, like, why do we not know where you stand? Like, why do we not know where the judges are at until it's over?
What do you mean?
Like, as a fighter, wouldn't you want to know going into the 5th round? Like,
open scoring?
Yes.
Yeah, no, 100%. You want open scoring because then you might think you're ahead or if you know you're behind, you're going to go fucking dog shit crazy
100.
trying to knock someone out. And that's going to make for some good...
100.
Yeah.
But then the mafia can't screw you at the end, though. They can't hit their numbers. Gambling's legal. Like, everybody in Australia, there was that Pacquiao fight a few years back. Everybody in Australia, even when the dude from Australia won, they were like, really? Like, what?
There's been some. Yeah, boxing is some. There's a lot of corruption. I guess corruption's kind of the thing with all this shit.
Well, look, the problem is that until you give corrupt people a reason not to be corrupt, why would they stop?
Right.
Like until we start putting some accountability out there, why would they stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. That's all I'm trying.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so you did your little Christie thing, you were fast tracked for some political career. Then you were like, fuck this, and you hopped over with you're doing Wendy Williams. You're writing for TV. And you in comedy.
So believe it or not, before that, I took a job. Kind of knew that my time was up in the Christie administration because I was disagreeing with a lot of the things that they were making. So like, And I was a low level guy. I was an OCR. I did community relations. You know, I was low level. I don't want to act like I was like Christie's.
And I don't want to act like I don't know what OCR is.
Yeah. So OCR is the Office of Constituent Relations. So like, you know, people would call in and or email in and have a problem with the governor, and then I'd be like, you know, oh yeah, I'll bring this up to the governor, and then all I would do is send an email with Chris Christie's fake, you know, signature on it and send it to him and be like, yeah, the governor's reviewing this currently, but meh. So like, it's like, get out of here unless you're a donor. Get out of here. Get out of here. So, but there's a weird rule in New Jersey. Like if somebody shows up to the Capitol, they have to be seen within like 24 hours, if I remember correctly. I may be talking shit because it's a while ago, but like so people would show up to the governor's office and be like, I want to speak to my governor. And by law, like somebody from the governor's office would have to go down. So it was almost like Reno 911. We'd see the same people like every week, and they'd be like, hey, Terry, hey, someone murdered me. No, I don't think so. You're alive. Yeah. Like, so, you know, it's kind of crazy, man. What are we doing about climate change?
Trump sent me
didn't
tweets.
eat breakfast this morning. So there you go.
Yeah.
Climate change.
Like, Trump sent some mean tweets, so let's not worry about climate change.
Yeah, it wasn't Trump back then. Everybody was,
know.
you know, team hope and change. And so after that I took a job like all government officials do in pharmaceutical sales. And I was making more money than I've ever made in my life, and I wanted to kill myself every day. I hated it, dude. And I remember like the juxtaposition of like, I'll never be happy. This is when depression really started setting in on me hardcore. And this is where like my weight gain and everything came, because I started drinking like crazy. And I'm like, all I ever wanted when I was playing ball was to make money. And then I'm making more money than I ever thought I'd make. And every day I wake up,
more unhappy than you ever been.
I want to die. I want to kill I'm missing competition. I'm missing the dugout. I'm missing my friends. I'm missing that
camaraderie, bro. That camaraderie is a real fucking thing.
Dude, it's a real thing. I would get home at like 6 o'clock, and I would just be like, I need 3 Manhattans right now. Like I would just get hammered. I'd go to the bar, and I would just like, good time, you know, Johnny come lately. Like let's ride, man. Yeah. And you know, I started getting into comedy at this time again, because I had gotten into comedy thanks to a therapist. You know, when I was
baseball.
Yeah. So I went to a sports psychologist, and I was getting into a lot of fights during the games back when that wouldn't be like we would get into 3-4 brawls a year, and I couldn't handle like the failure. I really couldn't.
Most fun part of a sporting event is when a fight breaks
1,000%. Except one time I got into a fight. Now people will disagree with who won the fight, but I had his back, bro. I mean, he landed a couple in the beginning, but I had his back. All right, whatever. So there was I got punched in the face after a home run by the catcher. Damn. Yes. Massive brawl. I hit a home run.
The video?
No, it's not on video, but there is proof that it happened, because it was Cub Scout Day at Camden River Sharks, and we got into a massive 25-minute brawl in front of all these 5-year-old Cub Scouts, man. Yeah, it was brutal.
That's funny. At first I thought you meant there were scouts for the Cubs.
No, children. Just children.
I was like, they're looking like, yeah, it's a good one.
No, we're just
They're like, mommy?
A melee in front of children on a field trip. Yeah, no. So
is there anybody ever used a bat in those? In these
games? Yeah, absolutely.
And like cracked
twice. Yeah, one was Juan Marichal back in the day, and the other one was I believe his name was Izzy Alcantara.
Is that when he kicked the catcher and then boom, it's that little side
kick? That's right. He was a big prospect for the Sox, and then they were like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, brother's a liability.
So this is boring. I'll get into this another day, man. But basically, I end up doing getting out of that, and I ended up.
You started doing comedy because the shrink was like, what? Go make yourself uncomfortable?
Yeah, they were like, you're living and dying on every at bat. Like I would go 2 for 4, and all I could think about was the one fastball I missed in my 4th at bat.
You gotta have a short memory, dog.
Yeah, nah, dude. I would take
easier said than done.
I'd take every loss like heavy. Couldn't have any. Wasn't having any fun with the team success. Drinking too much.
No, it's hard as like a professional athlete. You put a lot of your identity gets mixed up in your job and then your results, you know what I mean?
100%.
You're like, if I lose, what am I, a fucking loser? I'm not a loser, you know what I mean? Like, it fucks with you.
Yeah, especially when you have a girl that's calling you a loser. She's like,
oh, what a peach.
She's like, if you can't hit the fastball, you're not going to make it to the bigs, and this is big league pussy. You better get on it, son. So,
Hey, I like the I like my bitch can see.
She's like, yeah, it's
like
true.
Knows what she got.
Yeah, she went from me to Tyler Seguin to what's his name, Green, that played for the Celtics, to some hedge fund guy, to the hedge fund guy's boss, and now she's married. So good for her. So she worked her way to. She knew she was sitting on a golden ticket.
Yeah,
she
for
cashed
real,
that
right?
thing in.
She fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cashed that shit to the
Yeah,
top.
man. So, yeah, I got real lucky, dude. I got really, really lucky. I was young in comedy. I was really bad at comedy. I'm still really bad at comedy, but I was really, really bad at it back then. And I was just a ball of charisma. I was having the fucking time of my life. And, you know, there was a horrible show. It was a horrible show one night, and I was with my girl, a different girl. And I just gotten passed at this club. I'm not going to say which one. When you get passed at a club, it's supposed to be like a big thing.
Yeah.
But what they do is they just give you shit spots for $25 and you have to be there. You're the pro comic, but you're really just like, you know, we hustled in 25, you know, tourists from the city. And I think they're starting to realize that Tina Fey's not showing up. So the
what do they call it? The Barkers?
Yeah.
They're out there. They're like, Tina Fey, Dave Chappelle, motherfucking Seinfeld.
Yeah, we're five.
The whole crew.
Yeah, we're three bringers and two barkers in of just dead air. And I think people are starting to realize, I don't think Dave Chappelle.
Where's Tina?
Yeah. So I'm supposed to.
Came for Tina.
Yeah, I was supposed to close out this show, and they're like, you got to go on. People are starting to walk. I'm like, I just got here. I took like a 45-minute drive in through the tunnel. I paid $17 in tolls to do this $25 spot.
Yeah.
And I go out there, and the crowd is dead. I try one joke, nothing. And then I bail on my set, and I just do crowd work. And I get the crowd back, and then I get the light. I'm like, you seriously giving me the light? I'm just doing my 10 minutes. That's it. Like, I just spent 9 minutes getting the crowd back. Like, give me 5 more minutes. Let me do my jokes. Nah, hey, look, we got to keep the show moving. We got 18 other comics to go.
So you ran the light or not?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I should have, but I didn't.
Good pro
I don't do that. I don't do that. Carol Ann's listening to this going bullshit, but I don't do that. I don't do that. But so I literally go to my girl afterwards, and I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Screw this. This is bullshit. This is a waste of my Tuesday. Like, and then this girl grabs me. This lady grabs me. She was like, "You've something about you very unique. You're very different. Have you ever thought about doing television?" Yeah, all the time. Yeah. So she gives me her card. She gets me a commercial. I do a commercial. Then then I wrote for her for a little bit. I wrote for commercials, and then one of the producers on this other commercial was a producer for this segment called Street Talk on Metro PCS with Wendy Williams. And the next thing I know, I'm writing and helping produce uncredited for Wendy Williams for 2 seasons. So yeah, and that was it. That's how it went. And then from there, Funny or Die. Like, you meet people. You meet producers, you meet really talented people, and then somebody does something with Funny or Die, and they ask you to come with them, or somebody, like, it's a very, very network-based thing. Like you were saying, yeah. Like, so anyway, and that's how it all went. I just wasn't good enough at anything, so I just kept pivoting to something else. And then...
Yeah, but you're doing your thing in comedy. You're just out. You're on the road. You're out in Oklahoma.
Dude.
Out in where else you? Yeah.
Stop. We got to talk about Oklahoma.
We talking Oklahoma?
We got to talk about Oklahoma.
He brought me home a shirt from Oklahoma.
Bro.
Isn't that sweet? Sweet guy, right?
Let me tell you about Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is something... Raise your hand in this room for people that don't know. There's people in the room. If you would ever want to go to Oklahoma City on vacation. Nice. One guy. Before my stories. Nice. Oklahoma City.
Yeah, no, I'm like, what are we going to be down there fucking like shooting?
Dude,
like,
Oklahoma City is one of the best times you could ever have.
I sometimes when you hear a certain place, like I picture like a tumbleweed. You know what I mean? No, I've been to Oklahoma City as well.
Oklahoma City is a beast of a time. A beast of a time. And there's so many places in this country that are so much fun.
You love it.
Oh my God. Dude, I went line dancing.
Big fan, huh? Line dancing.
Line dancing. I went to a place called Cowboy Ranch, and I was not ready. This place was like DJs with line dancing. If you don't dance on the dance floor, the bouncers literally kick you off the dance floor. They say you got to go stand on the side.
I respect that.
You have to go up.
I respect that.
You have to go up to a woman. You have to take your hat off, and you have to say, "Ma'am, would you like to dance?" And then you do the cha-cha slide.
Ma'am, I have this dance.
I did the cha-cha slide 5 times. They play the cha-cha slide every hour on the hour.
All right.
Yes.
So you're like, I know this one.
It's time to get funky. Yeah, dude. Bricktown Comedy Club was amazing. People showed out. That comedy club was crazy. It's where the Dodgers AAA is. Food out of control. I had a honey sriracha fried chicken eggs Benedict from a dude from Atlantic City, New Jersey, owns this place.
Oh, deadass?
Yeah. Café Les Ouilles, or I'm saying it wrong. It means Cafe of Asia in French or whatever. The dude was cool as hell. Yo, my God. This was Nashville hot chicken. It was Nashville hot chicken Benedict. It was the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
Did you get any pussy in town?
It's a great town. It's a great town.
Yeah, that's a yes, dude.
It's a phenomenal
I was saying
town.
that could definitely influence your decision on how great of a town this is.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up. We're gonna come up with a testing score.
Like a grading
We're
system?
gonna come up with a grading system here. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call it out of 10. I'm gonna call it a 7.8. It's a 7.8 out of 10.
That's strong.
To me, it might be top 10 to me, Oklahoma City.
Damn.
Top 10.
All right, well, what's another one you got? And what is this grading system?
All right.
Here?
So food, I'm going to, out of 10, I'll give the food.
So each thing's out of 10?
Sure.
I think we should have a thing where it's like, all right, so we're going to get an average.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Average it out.
All right.
Okay.
We got a pen.
So everyone knows out of 10.
Thank you, producer. So, all right. So the food is delicious. The problem with it is it's only a weekend town. There's nothing there Monday through Friday. It's a weekend town. It's a weekend town, but the food's delicious. So, I mean, you got everything you want there. You got, it's Meat Town, Middle America.
A little barbecue.
Yeah, a little barbecue. To me, it's like a little Nashville light. It's like Nashville light.
And Nashville's one of like
That's number one to me.
That's your top city.
Number one. Nash Vegas.
I don't know.
I got stabbed in Nashville and still almost moved there. Love it. Shout out to Jelly Roll, Big Bubba. Love it. Zany's Nashville, best comedy club in the country.
All right.
Broadway. You been to Nashville?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I had a great. So I was in Nashville, and I had for the first time burnt ends.
Oh yeah.
And I never had burnt ends before. This is
That's when they make meat taste like Skittles.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was always like ribs. I like a barbecue place. I'll get ribs. Like, that's my favorite. Burnt ends are better than ribs. Burnt ends. If you're ever at a barbecue place, ask if they got burnt ends. That's the best shit I've ever had, bro.
Everybody
That's the best barbecue meat. And anyone who wants to say like, nah, brisket, nah, this, nah, that, no, burnt ends.
Well, burnt ends is brisket, isn't it? I mean,
but it's like the best part. But it's called burnt ends. Like it's in its own category, right? I think it is the end of brisket.
I think they cook it.
But don't bring that normal ass brisket shit to me. Nah. Don't be talking. You know what I mean? Nothing. It's burnt ends of the fucking
sugary.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
buddy.
Shit.
Where'd you go? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, dude,
I do not.
There's so many great places.
Yeah.
There's so many. People ask me all the time. They're like, when I go to Nashville, where should I go? I just go. Just go. Start walking down Broadway and go in every single place because everybody's gonna be different. You might like, you might not like Florida Georgia Line as a band, but you go to FGL, the bar, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
You may not
You're gonna have a good time.
You may not like Kid Rock, but you go to Kid Rock's bar, you gonna like it.
You don't like Kid Rock, you go fuck yourself, bro.
You go ball with a ball at the end of Broadway for sure.
Yeah.
God, I love Nashville so much. Nashville to me, oh boy, I don't know how you can get better, man. Nashville's a 9.9. 9.9.
Man, I'm all up in. I'm loving SoFlo right now, bro.
Yeah,
but I'm new. I'm new to town. I'm only going like 4
I don't
weeks.
have. You know what though? I don't have Miami money, so I love Fort Lauderdale. I don't have spend $1,000 a night Miami money.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah, but I will say 11 may be the greatest place I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah,
in Miami.
11.
11.
You hear that? Put the boys up.
11, maybe the greatest place. I saw Fat Joe perform at 3:00 in the morning in this brothel, this 24-hour brothel. Yeah, it was. If let's put it this way, you know how many people must try to cancel their credit card or say it was stolen that night?
Yeah, right.
That when you walk in the door, they take a picture of your ID and your credit card.
Oh, they're ready for it.
Next to each other.
They're ready for it. Like, this is him. He's here.
Yes,
he's ready.
It is.
He signs off, and don't fucking dispute no charges, you motherfucker.
Yes.
You know what you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is easier to get into Canada than it is to get into 11. Like, it's nuts, bro. It's
great.
hardcore, bro. Yeah, it's outrageous, man. I went in with my buddy, and I left. I just left him. I'm not big on the Irish exit myself, but I had to. I had to be like, nah.
Denver's an up and coming place.
You like Denver?
City. I've had some good times in Denver.
I haven't been to Denver in a long time.
It's like they're building it up a lot. They got all that weed money from a few years ago. You know what I mean? They were like the first ones to do that shit. And like a lot of infrastructure, a lot of like shit going on. Some cool times.
For sure. Give me your top 5. Go.
Bro, I'm over here. I have no idea my top 5 places, bro. I lived in LA for like a little over a year.
I hate LA.
Yeah,
Hate it.
So I liked it a lot in the beginning, and I feel like LA and New York kind of took a shit recently.
Yes, for sure. I don't think how you can deny that. I
Yeah.
did love living in Jersey City, though. I love Jersey City.
And that's the thing, bro. One of my favorite places got to be fucking LBI down the Jersey Shore.
In the
You know what I
in the
mean?
summer.
In the
but
summer,
winter,
and it's
in the
only
winter,
3 months.
dead.
It's a ghost town, but
Yeah.
like I know like the locals down there,
Yeah.
they call that local summer.
Is that right?
When everyone's gone and it's just that's not for me, man. That's if you like, you got your woman and you're settled down and maybe
Yes.
there's some kid, you got you know what I mean? Like that's
well, actually, speaking to that point, I got carried out of a bar down there and thrown on the jitney.
What bar?
I guess I was hitting on the wrong man's woman.
what bar?
It was down the stretch. It was like Sea Bottom. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was.
Ship bottom.
Ship Bottom. What was the? Oh,
I don't know.
It was
a lot. If
Italian.
you said
name.
it, I'd know
It was
it.
like an Italian sounding place. Someone with an S.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
We fuck with the Surf City Hotel down there pretty hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of our spot.
But I ended up making it up, and I was
Bert's and Betty's is pretty tight.
like, "What's the bar all the way when you make a right? It's like the first bar. Some of the best looking women on earth.
And
work
they always
there.
have the bands.
Yes,
The places with
yes,
the band.
yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on
I
it.
saw,
that's where everyone. That's like the main spot.
Yes, I love that place. That's where I ended up
I
that
can't
night.
remember right now.
Ended up meeting up with this girl. LBI gets an extra point.
Yeah,
LBI gets an
there's
extra
an extra point. So
LBI gets an extra point.
If you close with some strange,
point.
You get a point.
Full
one
point.
Or
Full
full
point.
So
Full
at the end
point.
of if the average ends up being, like let's say average, you gave OKC 7.8. It bumps up to an 8.8.
It was no. It was a 6.8.
So we did confirm.
on Friday.
So we just confirmed the kill.
It was
We just confirmed the kill, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very good job, my man.
yes.
I like to hear.
Yeah, I have the need full speed.
That's what I like to hear, my brother. I appreciate that.
Okay, see.
Proud of you.
Yeah. So because you get an extra point, that means like
All right, that's I
Evansville,
like
Indiana's at a 1.8. Oh my God, Evansville, Indiana, Gary, Indiana's rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
They got the Jacksons and
Indiana.
Larry Bird, huh?
Is that what? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Think
That's
so.
the basketball, the Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Notre Dame.
Oh, Notre Dame. Notre
ooh.
Dame. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. As an Irish guy, I don't really feel easy.
Bro, I was a
talking-
Notre Dame guy growing up.
Yeah, me too.
That was my dad's team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna go
So,
left. We're gonna take a right side. We're gonna go up,
fucking
down.
A,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Newt Rockney shit. Yeah. Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Rudy.
Bro, Rudy made me cry, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So did I think Remember the Titans is one of the first movies that made me cry.
All right.
Shout out Ethan Suplee, Louis Lastic.
Oh snap, dude,
yeah,
that guy's
my
great.
boy.
That
Yeah, he's
dude's
awesome.
great.
How about that weight loss, bro?
Dude, sick.
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Tremendous.
But
tremendous.
it's messed up. Hollywood's messed up. This dude got himself in a phenomenal shape. Now they won't put him in roles.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude too.
Dude, My Name is Earl. He was like perfect.
Yeah.
My Name
Dude,
is
you
Earl.
remember that show Wilfred?
Yes.
That was a dope show. He played like what he looks like now. Like how he's like an imposing badass dude. He's like a
Was that the
motorcycle
one
guy.
with Jim Jeffries as a dog?
Was it Jim Jeffries? Was that who it was? I think you might be right. But yeah, and the kid from like The Hobbit and those movies.
Yeah.
He he tries to kill
North.
himself in the first episode. Yeah, I can't remember his name. If you got it, but he tries to kill himself in the first episode, and then he wakes up and his dog is now like this dude who talks to him. And it's a good fucking show.
Can you explain to me why they didn't just fly the bird from the Shire to Mordor?
Bro, you might be
In the
mad at
ho-
this. I never saw Lord of the Rings. I just knew that.
You've
he was
never
from
seen
that.
it?
Never seen it.
It's
Never read
9 hours, and
But,
then
like,
the end
also-
of it is like we should just take a
I feel like
cab.
I'm more of a jock than a nerd. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Wait a
kinda
minute.
like-
Wait a minute.
when I grew up,
Wait a
Lord of the
minute.
Rings was on some nerd
is a
shit.
nerd thing. Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like Game of Thrones.
do some push-ups. Prove it, bro. Prove it.
Yeah.
You see this? I take protein.
Yeah. Nah, I never. Yo, and I got. There's a few like that I fucked up. I never saw Jurassic Park either.
I'm
pisses people off.
not a Jurassic Park guy personally.
I've had people
like
get
it.
mad at me.
I like it for Jeff Goldblum. Must go faster. What's your worst city? What's the worst city you ever been to?
Worst city? I don't know. I mean, Tijuana, Mexico is kind of a shithole, bro. You can like the fucking.
That's a beautiful shithole.
Yeah, I guess
It's
the
got
fucking,
at least 1 point.
Bro, I remember we're walking outside. This just came back to me too. First of all, I don't even want to call it smog because I don't think that's the right word for it. Just like the dirt in the air. Like I was like all congested and shit.
It's just pollution.
In the hotel, yeah, it was just pretty kind of a dirty spot.
Which is crazy because.
But I did have a good time. Me and Joe Schilling cornered Daniel Rodriguez down there. It was cool. We got the job done. Had a good time. All that shit. Daniel Rodriguez. He fights in the UFC now.
For real?
Bro, he's a fucking G, bro. He's awesome.
What do you mean you cornered? Oh, you cornered
him in a fight.
I'm thinking the two of you guys got him in the corner. And now they're like, hey, Rodriguez, how come you won't wear the ribbon?
Nah, we coached him down there. It was cool. But I remember me and Joe were walking.
Back in Tijuana.
And this I can't. What else? This nasty ass lady was just like, she's like, blowjob, like sex, anal, $5. And I was like, that's a heck of a deal. but you're gonna loot your dick's gonna burn. That's a bargain right there. That's a bargain pussy. She's like blowjob, pussy, anal.
She's got the Costco free sample glory hole over there.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. It's like $5, huh? Okay, will you do 3?
Oof. Ooh.
Start bartering.
Yeah, there's sometimes where like where somebody doesn't charge enough, you don't think it's a good product.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Exactly. I was like, you for sure have AIDS. Like you're for sure gonna die, and I'm gonna die if I actually I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need a 6 feet fucking COVID buffer just from your fucking.
$5.
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Bro, that's like you ever seen on like eBay they got like a refurbished MacBook for $99. You're like, I know that don't work.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know what the fuck. Just the smells alone would make me throw up.
Oof.
Yeah,
bro, that's half of what a burrito at Chipotle costs.
Yeah, I'd rather fuck that. I'd rather fuck that with hot sauce in it.
It would cost you twice as much
my
money.
dick would burn less. I guarantee after. I would fucking put all the hot sauce in that shit. Yeah. Yo, I don't know what my top 5 is though. I don't really know what my top 5 is.
Tijuana, Mexico bottom, huh? Wow.
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I was just a place where I just remember being like,
oof.
I don't know, saying Cancun. You know
See,
what
that's
I'm saying?
the thing, bro. So many people, like, I've been to like 44 states, been over 100 cities. People like playing in the minor leagues. They're like, you got to see America. It's like, you ever been to a minor league town? They're in the biggest shitholes every state has to offer. It's like it was the original gentrification thing. Now it's hospitals. But back in the day, they were like, before they were like, let's put a college here, let's put a hospital here. They're like, you know what the inner city loves? Baseball. Think of New Jersey, Trenton, Camden, right?
Yeah.
Newark,
yeah,
Atlantic City. Yeah, you know what they love? They love everybody love baseball.
American sport, bro.
Yeah.
American sport.
Yeah. So I've seen every shithole this country has to offer, and I gotta tell you, bro, I love this country to death. Anybody that's ever traveled this country knows what a great country this is. Amen. But
yeah, America.
We've got some shit holes, bro. We've got some, like, people in the Northeast think like, there's parts of Brooklyn that are bad, and there are, but they're like, Northeast poverty is nothing compared to Southeast, Southwest, or Midwest poverty. Like
Waffle House town.
Walmart America, bro. I love it to death. But North Carolina, driving through North Carolina, South Carolina, they got headstones on their front yard. They just bury their dead in their yard.
Damn.
Wild.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And they got they have no.
See grandma's headstone in the front yard,
dude,
bro.
They have no fences. So like your neighbor just comes out next door and is like, hey, what you doing? Uncle Jerry died. Might help me. Grab a shovel here.
Laws against that?
I guess not.
Can you bury someone just anywhere?
It can't be good for the water. It can't be good for the water table.
I mean, you can dump ashes wherever, but
it can't be good for the water table.
Yeah.
And
so I've fought in like different places, but most of the time, like I fought in obviously Vegas a bunch.
Yeah.
Sacramento, Cleveland, Lincoln, like different places. I am usually just seeing the inside of the hotel room and the venue. Well, that's what I was gonna say. Cleveland was probably like my family, like all my people are out there, one of their favorite places.
Dude.
And Cleveland gets shit on.
I love Cleveland.
Yeah.
I feel like I described Cleveland as if Newark cared a little, and if Philadelphia stopped caring.
I said Cleveland. I like that. Because I said Cleveland's got like Jersey vibes. It's
Big
like,
time.
These fucking like kind of like
Big
dirty
time.
motherfuckers, but like it was
a great time.
But it's
Another great comedy club.
Yeah.
And the downtown's sick. and the women are gorgeous.
Downtown sick,
Yeah.
yep.
Bro, I was riding around on a scooter, had to be doing like 30 miles an hour, and nobody gave a damn. There was a homeless dude, and we were in the circle, like, downtown, and there was, like, this one, like, vegan breakfast place that the act I was with wanted, like, a healthy place, and this was, like, the only one. It was, like, a vegan breakfast where they charged, like, $30 for, like, you know, the avocado smash and eggs or whatever.
Yeah, for some fucking lettuce.
Yeah.
And some
And
greens.
we're sitting outside, and a homeless
Some
guy.
microgreens on
Yeah.
your avocado toast.
Now, here I go getting canceled, but this is the truth. I'm a little hungover.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go, the over-under.
And a homeless guy comes up.
Y'all that have one podcast episode.
And he literally walks like in. Like he walked into like there was a little like fenced off area where you could eat outside. He walked inside. We're sitting inside outside, you know, COVID restrictions.
All right.
So this dude walks in and is like, yo, let me get some money. Asked it exactly like that. Then like, and I was
Yeah,
like,
no please.
yeah. So I was like, all right,
The
bet.
homeless, pretty rude.
Yeah.
Pretty rude for the most part. For people asking for stuff, you know,
Yeah.
it's not they don't have that like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
If you're gonna be homeless, can you be homeless with some couth? Please and
Yes.
thank you.
Please,
Yes.
for real.
Have you no
Be
manners?
a little grateful.
Could this
A little-
be how you got here?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise.
So anyway, canceled. I'm like, all right, bet. I got $20. And this dude's eyes get this big. He's like, that's 4 dime bags of H. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Like, I'm like, well, here's the deal. You have to catch me. And he's like, what? I was like, ready? Go. And I started running. Swear to God, I started running. And I got on my bird. And I had one of them bird scooters. If people don't know, if you ever get a chance to ride a scooter in these cities, find a bird. The bird goes. It goes. This thing, the little lime ones, they get
Yeah, I
out to
was
like
gonna say, what's
10.
the other one, the
They're
lime?
like little. The bird is like zoom, zoom. So I'm literally running circles around the statue in this. I'm like, ah, you gotta be quicker than that.
You dick. That's a fucking dick. This story better end with you giving him the $20.
It does not. It does
You
not.
took off with your 20?
No, because the person I was with was like, you better give him the money. And I was like, he didn't earn it. He didn't earn it.
Did he chase you?
Huh? He got out of breath. He gave up.
He
Lesson
quit.
learned. Lesson learned.
Fucking quitter.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
You dick.
Yeah.
That's so.
Hey, look, if
dick
if
move.
I can out cardio you, you don't
You were
deserve
on
my
a fucking
money.
bird, dickhead. You were on a mechanical fucking with wheels
And
and a throttle.
I engineer it, bro. I wanted to see this dude get on a bird himself and start chasing me around like Mario Kart through the streets. Where was your banana peel, bro?
I mean, it does make the dickheaded story better that you didn't give him the $20,
No.
but it like hurts my heart
Bro.
a little bit.
I'm a stand-up comedian. That guy has a higher net worth than I do. Like, you kidding me?
He's making more on the
Yeah,
streets.
Cleveland-
I remember being in New York.
Cleveland is way higher on the scale than people think. I'll tell you what.
Cleveland and Lincoln, Nebraska got big ups from my family.
100.
but,
Lincoln, Nebraska,
like, Sacramento,
1 a.m.
no one really fucked with.
No, Sacramento, Sac Town, any capital city's rough. My least favorite city in America is D.C., and that has nothing to do with the politics. I just think it's gross.
Yeah.
It's a gross city. It's awful, and everybody
They
thinks
never
it's
spent
great.
much time there.
Yeah, D.C.
like a
sucks.
pass-through.
Sucks. It's hot. It's a swamp. Yeah, no extra point in D.C. I've been there 7 times. Not a
Damn,
single
bro.
extra point. How many
Yeah.
times? How many times you got to go? Like, what's
Right,
popping
for
here,
real.
D.C.? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
What's happening?
No one, yeah.
Cincinnati, awful city. Horrible. Skyline chili, that's dog food. No matter how much cheese you put on top of dog food, it's dog food. So when your delicacy is dog food, nah, bad city.
What about you? You been to Toronto?
Love it.
Yeah, I haven't spent much time there. I hear good things. I've
Yeah.
spent a lot of time in Montreal.
Love it. The only thing
Montreal, you love too? Or
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
So I like Montreal. I think they're like if you go into a restaurant, they got that big French influence. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Montreal.
Montreal.
But you go in and they're like bonjour or hello. Like they're like, are you a bon?
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, no, I'm a hello person. Like, sorry to let you down from the jump. I can see
Yeah.
wasn't the answer you wanted, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a hello guy.
Bon qui. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Like, but Toronto, kind of like I knew going into Montreal, I'd heard that to expect that they're kind of jerks.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Oh, Canadians are so nice
They're
and
the
stuff."
nicest
But the French aren't nice, I
Wow.
guess.
Toronto was like the least nicest people in the world. It was
Least.
cool. I liked it, but it was like they were not nice at all. Yeah, like I went there with American money, and they were like, "Yeah, it's $8 Canadian for a beer," And I'm like, I'm trying to do.
Like, I got these big American bucks.
Yeah,
And like,
I was like, my money's not made out of plastic. Would you take this?
yeah, it doesn't have those plastic.
So I gave him like $6, which was like, I guess at the time $8 was like $5.75, and the lady's like looking at me and she's like, it's $8. I was like, yeah, but it's $8 Canadian. This is America. She's like, I'm not a fucking bank. It's $8. I was like, oh, okay,
Damn.
Marty McSurley, let's
Yeah,
get
for
going
real.
here.
Shit.
I was gonna grab her by the back of her shirt and start giving her what for.
Fucking uppercut.
Yeah, dude. You know, they loved ASAP Ferg up there. It was wild. Like, they loved
Yeah?
ASAP. Yeah, we got down. Well, I went to a place.
And he's a New York guy.
It's the most expensive drink I've ever had because we weren't paying. $150 Manhattan. They took, this place was like, have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
Yes.
You ever see the episode where they were like, you know, it's mixology where like
probably haven't seen the episode.
He orders 4 shots of vodka and all they do is like shoot light into the eyes.
Nah,
this was this place. This place was like, so they took a thing of absinthe. It was an absinthe ice cube, and they lit all these leaves on fire, and it was like the rose in Beauty and the Beast, and they had like a time capsule. I couldn't drink my drink for 10 minutes because the aroma of these burning maple leaves would melt the ice, and then when the ice would fall, it would doop, and it was like, I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, I'm not paying for the theatrics. I'm trying to get a little fucked up, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to get a buzz
$150 for this drink. I said, oh boy, I'll take 2 more. Jeez, ooh. This shit was nuts, man. Yeah. So look, I got one more thing and I want to get out of here, Mick. So I'm guessing your Instagram, your IG, everything blew up after the CM Punk
CM
fight.
Punk
That's
thing,
when
yeah.
like you probably
and then right after that fight too, I called out Sage Northcutt.
Yeah.
And I went fucking hard in the paint. I was like cursing.
You knew you were gonna do that.
I was like,
straight up.
Yeah.
Was that
I
emotion?
didn't tell anyone. No,
was that emotion or you had a plan?
Well, one, it's fucking loud in the arenas, so like you scream a little extra into the microphone when it's like you almost gotta like remind yourself like you talk into the microphone. TV will hear it fine, but like it's loud, so you scream like you feel like you gotta speak up. So it's a little cringy. Like I can't watch it myself.
But it is a little fucked up that you have the adrenaline and testosterone pumping through your veins of all time. You've just been punched in the face for 5 minutes, and then they're like, "Hey, what do you think, buddy?"
Well, I didn't get punched in the face by CM Punk.
Oof,
but,
it's true. It's true.
But yeah, no, yeah. So I went like super hard. I was like calling him out, and I like called him out. I was like, "I'm gonna punch the spikes out of his hair. This boy's corny." I was like talking all this shit because I knew I had to you know what I mean? I had to make something happen. So and then I ended up getting that fight and beating his ass too. But yeah, no, I can't even watch that fucking post fight interview, bro. It's so makes me, you know what I mean?
Nah.
I don't know shit. But yeah, my shit went up for sure.
So you go from just being
Instagram.
like a hardcore practitioner, jiu-jitsu, black belt, fighter.
I was a brown belt then, yeah.
You were a brown belt.
Yeah.
Legit brown belt though. You've been doing it for years and years
David
and years.
Adib brown belt, yeah, bro,
Yeah,
world
dude.
class.
And you, now you're literally a celebrity, like overnight.
Right.
Like, how does that affect your life, man? How did things change?
I mean, shit, it was fun. It was all good stuff. It was I was getting to get paid to do what I loved. It was dreams come true. I was fighting in the I was me and Brock Lesnar, I think, are the only 1-0 fighters signed to the UFC. You know what I mean?
That's good company.
It's good company. Yeah, it's like it's crazy. So but it was all good shit.
Probably
It
a
was all
lot of
shit
hate though. Probably guys with a lot of hate for you.
You know what? I was getting all love against CM Punk. Some people were probably jealous that I got that fight because everyone wanted it.
Yeah.
And I got all love going into Sage because Sage was like the UFC like wonder child, like he was their like golden child. You know what I mean? So they want to see
looking like
those
Sergeant
guys
Guile.
those guys get torn down. You know what I mean? And I was the guy to do it. So they liked me for that. But then they were like, then there's a point where they're like, you're getting too much love, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now you're getting too much love. You got to get cut down soon. You know what I mean? So yeah, right, almost right after the Sage fight, then that's when I started seeing like the opposite of it, like the people not showing. Up until then, it was pretty much all love.
All love.
Yeah, but then after it was, then you start seeing like, dude did this, that, and this though, bro. You know what I mean? Like people trying to like take away from you.
Sure.
But that's just life, bro. That's
The DM's got to change a little bit.
You get concerned. Oh, what do you mean?
The DM's got to change. Like, that's a tough one, man. Like, you've been friends with people forever. You got boys. You got people that you've been friends with. And now, like, next thing you know, you know, your boy's wife is in your DMs like, that was a great fight. Like, okay. What do you,
That's just bad karma, bro.
How do you handle that? It's like, yo.
I don't answer that one, or it's like a thanks. Tell Frank I said hello, and never talk to me again.
You do the read unsend, the read unread, read unread.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
The unread just means it'll still say seen on them. Oh
shit.
You've been doing that to a lot of motherfuckers. I was doing that shit too. Like I could see it, and then I thought so, and then I was like, you know, can I see? So if I see this, no, it just says seen, and it's still like italicized in yours, so you could like re-click it. You know, it's like a reminder for you. It doesn't do anything for them. They see that you've seen. So yeah, that explains some shit to you, buddy, huh? That explains some.
That's not good. They should tell you that. That's not good.
Nah, man. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking. Yeah.
Oh, so a lot of people.
Mr. Algorithm over here finding out he's been fucking doing some people dirty, reading their shit, leaving them on scene.
Bro, I don't know the rules anymore.
I bet like people's like feelings get hurt if like they
I don't know the rules anymore. I just don't know, man.
Yeah, there's like a whole etiquette to the social media shit. Right?
One of my boys, one of the guys I played high school.
I like being social in person. Like that's really my word. You know,
I want to be a nice guy.
You know what I mean? But yeah, on social media, it's like you gotta have certain etiquettes there.
Bro,
and shit. Like if you don't follow, like if you maybe you got a bunch of followers and you don't see everyone who follows you. Maybe it is your friend who follows you, but you don't follow them just because I didn't fucking see you.
Yeah.
But they're probably thinking like, what does he think? He's fucking too good for me? He's big time to me now and shit? So I guarantee people feel that shit.
Bro, I went home this weekend.
If you're a friend of mine, just shoot me like a message and be like, yo, I've been following you for fucking 4 years. Instead of sitting there fucking being like, fuck Mickey Gall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What the fuck you think?
Dear
big
Mickey, this is your favorite fan.
Yeah. Not friends, people I know.
Dude, I got it. Oh, yo, I just went home. Had a funeral like this weekend, and tough loss for a family, dear family friend, and there's people in the community. There's first thing is there's people I haven't seen that are friends, like real friends, guys that I love. Haven't seen them in like 15 years, and it was crazy to me like how we just jumped right back into friendship. Like haven't seen each other in 15 years.
Oh yeah, y'all still got that shorthand, man. It's like nothing. It's just time and space, but you still have that friendship.
Yeah. But and I wanted to stay with him. Thing. I would have stayed all night. I wanted to stay all night. I wanted to been chopping it up with him forever.
Yeah, you want to stay in that moment and stay in that thing because it's like there's like a nostalgia, there's a comfort, there's like all that. Yeah, I get that.
But then as soon as I landed, and maybe this makes me a bad person, I don't know. As soon as I landed, I was like, like I love them, and we jumped right back into it. But then. Like I got home and I like didn't miss them. Like it's a very compartmentalized part of my life. Yeah. Like we all went in different directions, and I love those dudes. But it's like, they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. But what I do hate.
I feel the same way. Not to cut you off, but like where it's like you see these people and you're like, damn, like why we got to get together more.
Totally.
We got like you're like, yo, let's hang out next week or something, and it's like, it's like, yeah.
But like, I'll see you in 15 years and we'll still be great.
Yeah, and we'll still have the
weird.
shorthand.
It's like, yo, I love these dudes. If they called me tomorrow and they were like, Gerard, I need you, I'd be there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I'm not going to text them next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like,
you're not going to make them move down to Florida with you?
Nah, it's weird. I love them, but it's like they have their place in your life. It's a very strange thing getting older like that.
A lot of friendships or just relationships in general have expiration dates. They're not, and it doesn't mean that like they expire and you're not there. Sometimes it can be that where it's like you gotta like not be, you maybe you're not good for each other, whatever. But like sometimes, it's just like circumstantially, like you're elsewhere.
Yeah.
You're elsewhere. You're on some different shit now. They're elsewhere and on some other shit.
Sure.
You can get together and like hit that shit back off, and like it could be great, but.
In a weird way, that's why relationships are so hard, because you meet a girl at 18, 10 years later, you're two completely different people at 28 and 18. But I'll tell you the other thing, man, is what you said is like, there's dudes that I saw at the funeral, and they're like, hey, Gerard, what's up, man? And I'm like, what's up, brother? No, you don't remember me, do you? I was like, were we friends?
Dunbar's number, bro.
Do I have?
You know Dunbar's number, right?
No.
You never heard of that?
Never.
Oh, I love this thing. So it's based on the fact that we like our human brains can only, based on the fact that like we used to live in like tribes or little villages, we only have the capacity to remember 151 people.
Huh.
Right? So, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, I know thousands of blah blah blah, but when someone enters, someone gets kicked out, and then like when one person enters, that person on that 151 least most irrelevant person, whatever, gets popped out. But then let's say that guy comes back to you in the funeral like, Gerard, you don't remember me? I'm Tony from here. boom, Tony's back in your Dunbar's number, and then that next most irrelevant person
way.
gets kicked out. Yeah, Dunbar's number. Look that shit up.
I
It's interesting.
just hate
And I know you're like, but I got 5,000 Facebook friends. But
No.
But it's you know what I mean. That's what people
I'm
think.
thinking of
but
it the other way. It's like, dude, I feel horrible. Like I'm like, bro, I don't remember that. I feel like such a dick.
I'm like, yo, I get hit in the head sometimes. Guys. That's my problem. Sorry, I forgot
I'm
your
like,
name.
bro, I'm sorry. Then I walk away after they make me feel bad about it. And I'm like, bro, we had homeroom 22 years ago. Like, what? How?
Give me
like,
a fucking break, bro.
Come on, dude. Like, what, dude? Dunbar's number.
Dude, I hate that shit, especially like when you were talking about how like getting like more famous and like shit like that and meeting all people and they're like, oh hey, nice to meet you, man. Like we met.
Yeah, that's
I
the
hate
worst.
when they
It's
say
like,
that.
we know each other. I'm like,
I mean, nice to see you again.
dude, it's weird getting older, bro. Because then, like, so the reason I'm talking
like
about
a
this,
dick.
the reason I'm talking about this is like one of the dude's girls was there, and she's very active on Instagram. It's very active, and you know she's very scantily clad. She does this whole yoga thing. So in person, it's like, yo, dude, what's up? It's like, oh, XYZ, you look so beautiful. Everything looks great. How's everything? Nothing weird about that. But then she's posting. Now, she likes all my things. Like, everything I post, she likes. She's a supporter. She's dope, right? But I don't post yoga poses in a bikini. So am I allowed, like, how do I reciprocate? She likes all my posts.
Oh, okay.
I want to show love the same way, but, like,
Right.
if I like a bikini pic,
Of your dude's girl.
if I like a bikini pic, I'm trying to hit. 100% of the time. If you post something in a bikini and you get the double tap red
So
heart,
I kind of have a
your
little bit of
boy's
a
interested.
rule on this.
So you can't do
myself.
it with your boy's wife.
I have a little bit of a rule. I know, and it's weird. It's like I like it because I like you as a person. Like that you make my friend happy. But I'm not liking this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not liking this
you
sexually.
get in the comments and you're like,
Yeah, right.
disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Yeah, basically, right. You gotta have a copy paste on that shit at all times. No, it's like so. My thing is like if I like become like see like I'm on whatever. If I don't know like either my buddy's wife or my buddy's girl,
Sure.
I'm not following you.
Sure.
I'm not following you because I don't want to send a message, wrong message.
Yeah.
Not literally, just you know what I mean. Like I don't want my boy to be like, yo, what the fuck's he checking my? What you checking my girl? You know
Yes.
what I mean? Like I don't. If
But they support you, and now you're a
I
dick.
know,
You're not supporting.
I know, but it's
You're not helping the algorithm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. If I know like and meet you with your husband and like we become friends and I see you like another time and then I see you comment on my stuff, then I'll follow you because it's clear that we've been introduced as friends and at something like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to be.
What's the rules, Mickey?
I don't know the rule. I think that's a pretty good.
What's
That's a
the
good
rules?
rule for me. So if I see, but
Sister,
if I've never
sister,
met,
the same thing.
what do you mean?
Your boy's sister, same thing, or is that fair game?
Boy's sister.
Your boy's sister. Fair game.
That's it's more fair. It's more fair game than their fucking
I'm
significant
not-
other, than
I'm
their
not-
girlfriend or wife.
I'm
yeah,
not
if you do
in
that,
the
you're a total
DMs.
piece of shit.
I'm not in the DMs asking for bikini pics. She's posting the bikini pics. She wants to be seen. Who am I not to support? I would be a bad friend not to support.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Now you're a little younger than me. It's going to get crazy in 5 years. When the older dudes you first started training with turn like 41, 42, and their daughters start turning 19, 20, 21, and they're on spring break with Zeta Tau.
Ah, shit. Is there a story you got here, buddy?
I'm
Is
just
there something
saying,
going
I
on?
just want to support.
You
How
wanna
can I be
support?
supportive?
How you want to support though? How much support? How far is the support going to go?
I want to be so supportive. I want to be, some of them, I want to be supportive. I want to support what
You
they're
wanna
doing.
You just want to
I
support,
just-
or you want to be very
I
supportive?
think I could be very supportive.
You could be the biggest supporter.
I could be such a supporter.
Look, if your friends, sisters, like it's friends and you're actually you're gonna treat her right and do all that shit and
Yeah.
like be the fucking, you
Do
know
you-
what I mean?
do you stay-
if you have those good intentions, you know what I mean? Then
Yeah.
it's like shit. You're you know, looking far down the line, but you're actually related by
Bro.
his brother-in-law. That could be kind of tight. I hope when my sister is married that it's a dude that I really vibe with and like,
Word.
and not someone I just have to suffer and
Sure.
put up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, I'm not the one asking them to post it. Like, if I found out somebody was, like, in my girl's DMs being like,
this is my
"Yo,
thing."
I bet
Yeah.
you look so good in one of them boots in L.A. I'll be like, all right, now that one of us have to walk the planet, both of us can't walk the planet.
Yeah,
That
so
one,
you gotta die.
one of us has got to go. You can't slide in my girl's DM and be like, I bet you looks. But if she posts
you want to, yes.
unsolicited.
Yeah, if they're hitting up your girl and like sending private messages. And
That's
like,
it.
Don't, like.
But if my girl's posting it and you like it, how can I be mad at you? You like the same thing I like, obviously.
I know. I tend to, like, if they're wearing a sweater, I'll like it. If they're wearing a fucking, if they're wearing a, if it's like that. But if it's in the bikini, I'm probably not liking it. I'm gonna act like hear no evil, see no evil. I didn't even see it. You have no proof I saw that. Yo, I didn't see it. I wasn't on fucking Instagram.
Do you think thank God I've never had a girl that was out there like that, because I don't know if I'm strong enough. I gotta be real. I don't know if I'm a strong enough man to handle it. Like, do you think these dudes are in their wives like? They're standing their wives and they're seeing who's liking their wives' photos. Do you think they're in it?
Yeah, I mean they could click it, can't they?
Yeah, they can see.
Yeah, I bet a lot of them are like if they have like a good relationship and shit. Like they'll show them like this. Look who's hitting me up. Look who's.
I bet you, dude. No cap. I can't believe I just said that.
No cap.
What am I doing?
You capping,
hey
dog.
there, fellow teenagers.
Yeah.
So
you capping. You ain't capping, dog.
We start talking Instagram.
Bro,
yeah.
it's lit.
I'm on the IG.
Let's go.
I bet you there's some dudes that are super into seeing who likes their wife.
Oh, and like feel like
you
like
think so?
He wants.
There's
to fuck
definitely.
Her. Yeah.
There's dudes
like get off on that.
There's dudes I've toured with that are definitely 100% into that.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know, man. Someone's got to write the rules. Maybe we'll do that in the next podcast. We got to write the rules of like IG. This is what you can do. This is what you can't do.
Yeah.
Like, would you subscribe to your boys, sisters, OnlyFans? That'll be for the next one. Think about it. All right, Mickey, you want to take us out, man?
Yeah, man. Fucking A. It's the first one. The
That's it.
MGGM, the Mickey Gall, Gerard Michaels.
Boom.
What do they call that? Is that a palindrome? Mr. fucking vocabulary, where it's the same thing front and back.
Wow.
MGGM, right? A palindrome. I'm getting a thumbs up, bro. Yeah,
the palindrome.
I got to blow his mind at least one time with a fucking vocabulary. Once an episode, I'm gonna bring my own shit, but. Yeah, the MGGM, bro.
Oh, man,
we up in this bitch.
Thank you so much, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
strong.
Thank you so much to everybody for your support. I know that you guys have been really, really patient, wondering what's going on and everything like that. And I cannot wait. Mickey, man, you're a dope dude. Love chatting it up with you. And I hope.
Yeah, we're motherfucking roommates now too.
Yeah. It's
right.
Dope. It's
we'll get into all this going on.
Yeah, we'll get into
Pompano
it.
Beach. We're the Pompano Beach boys.
It's just a Pompano boy.
Just trying to make.
I'm not gonna name. You know how it goes, guys. Like, subscribe, share, follow. It means the world to us. We're going to be doing this at least once a week, hopefully twice a week, and then we'll be doing some live stuff. We got big plans, and you guys are a huge, huge, huge part of it. It couldn't happen without you. So all love from me, Gerard Michaels, on behalf of the future champ, Mickey Gall, MGGM Podcast. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.